Hey there, Silver-Tongued Devil here, and we are back on Void War with another run. We're going to crank up the difficulty because I don't learn my lessons with the torments. We were happy, we were comfortable at level 3, bumped it up to level 4, dead on the boss. So let's bump it up to level 5. At least this time we have a ship that is very, very capable. We will be trying to lean into the theme of, well, I mean, we've got a ship's demon, played by Grizzen. We have a Doom effigy, and yeah, it's this ship for me has been a lot of fun. We basically have demolisher rounds, which means that hits scored on various compartments on ships blow doors, and then that in combination with the kinetic lance, which guarantees to create multiple breaches in a room, basically means that we can space them without actually having to space them. We will literally be taking the enemy's breath away tonight. And then I'm going to be the spell-tongued devil because my imagination for changing my name when I'm going to be hopefully using psychic powers is lacking at best. But yeah, very capable ship. Hopefully capable crew. Let's go and see what mischief we can get into. The God King has fallen. Blah, blah, blah. You ready? Your ship for subspace. Translation. Let me just plug you guys back in. So, just so we know, if Grizzen dies, it's not my fault. As we can see, Von, Morpheus, those are my characters. Grizzen's just gonna patrol around ship doing his own thing. It looks more like a Doom effigy and more like some kind of demon elephant. So let's bring the weapons online and let's start venting people in their own ships. This is very nice to see as well. That's where we're going. Good. So I went for the Archmage because that's the one that I play with this one. It's not the best, but there's a particular spell that I like to get that works with the whole taking their oxygen away theme. So you detect a small fleet moving away from the burned out remains of an Imperial colony. They bear the markings of the blood cults. Several cult transports present themselves as opportune targets. One appears to be carrying a prisoner in a reinforced status vault. Another is transporting a group of high-ranking cult members. So we wouldn't be able to get blood cultist members from doing that, or would we? I mean, if we do, we're going to have to space them. If we attack the one carrying the prisoner, there's a good chance that we'll get something good. Yeah, it's a lack of oxygen on their ship, not ours. So it should be all good. Let's attack the one with the prisoner and hope that that prisoner doesn't go berserk aboard our glorious vessel. We power up our weapons. So, Grizzen here has the ability, and I think this should be something that's in the game. Summon skeletons is an ability that Psychers can get in the game. The Doom effigy, it summons 2 at a time. Hello, Zombie. Good. Another name. I will need you soon, hopefully. In fact, Zombie might even be the prisoner on board this ship. In fact, Zombie is the prisoner aboard this ship if I get to name them, and then he's probably going to have a parasite attached to him at some point. Now, the big thing with this is, as we know of this game, as I'm shooting, they have a chance to evade based on that percentage. 15 evade. We need to make sure that our kinetic lances are connecting. They bypass shields, but there's a chance that they can dodge. We don't want them to dodge. We want to take out their weapon systems. We want to blow those doors and vent this entire area to space, because that slowly starts suffocating the enemy. This is good. How do we do that? We don't take our shot. We get Von to stun the pilot as our opening gambit. Hello, Doc. And as this hits, you'll see that their evasion goes down to 0 because their pilot is stunned. That's when we hit them with the lance for the guaranteed hit. that's breached their weapons control, opened up these doors, and will vent this entire area to space. We can then capitalize on that by destroying their life support systems. Hopefully you're seeing how we're doing things, and hello, Doc. And then the beauty of the Doom effigy is not only is, as Grizzin has done in past, is playing ship's bouncer, but he's also going to be our attacking crew. Now, skeletons aren't particularly great, but they are immune to suffocation. So whilst everybody needs air, our boarding team does not. And we can also, with our sex priest, we can capitalize on what damage we do to the weapon by popping a by popping a sexnovirus. This is going to get strange. We can stop them repairing subsystems, basically, by putting a sexnovirus on them. Hey, look! Chris wouldn't cut it. And there goes that. Well, that's not their life support systems fully down, but we can do that. And the one thing that I forget, so you can all remind me, is we do have a graviton field. With that deployed, everybody on board the enemy vessel will move slower, which just allows us to get a lot more work done. As you can see, these red chevroned areas now contain 0 oxygen. I don't even have to tell Grissom what to do. He's just going to throw skeletons at him. That's what he's going to do. And he's going to do it continuously. Let's take that out. So I don't want him shooting at us because our shields are not the best. There you go. You recover the status vault and find an enraged war cultist. We are raw war cultists. He attempts to commandeer your ship. Ugh. Somebody vent this guy. You can all go and deal with it. Oh, actually, hang on. Right. There we go. And the reason why I had our squishy character going into combat is not because I want to get Vaughn killed. No, no, no. She actually reduces enemy DPS when they're engaged with that enemy, which is why she had to do the good fight. Right, cool. Happy days. That was technically zombie, but I did say if I get to rename him, it can be zombie. So he would have been stricken from the crew straight away. Cool. Done, done, done. And this is basically what we're going to be looking at, hopefully, all night tonight. A lot of red chevrons. And you can see that these doors have been blasted off for where our hits hit. And I'm hoping that we can get a flare cannon to capitalize on the theme this eve. You arrive in a system to discover a small, lifeless outpost drifting aimlessly in the distance. It does not appear to contain anything of value. You move on. Easy sector. God, I hate those ones. We need fights, and we need scrap. Lots of scrap. Your atmospheric recyclers detect excess levels of toxic flux vapors. Worse still, a raider starship has started firing at you. Boo. So, again, we stun the captain. Just as that is going to land, I can start firing kinetic lances. We then sexnovirus their weapon system, which then means that they can't repair it. They'll repair these breaches, but that's all they can do. And then, again, as I say, we can kind of capitalize on what we're doing by going after their life support systems, which now means that all of this, even when they repair the breaches, will take a while to reoxygenate. and then we'll expose even more of their ship to the void. Note how, again, it's blasted all the doors off, and that'll be it. That'll be all she wrote. Let's just make sure that nobody gets killed by that irradiation cannon. And then the skeletons go in. They're resistant to immunity. As I said, this is a very, very powerful ship. I go as far as to say probably one of the easiest ones that you can play right from the get-go. It's very capable without anything, because everything works really nicely together. We're going to go and try and get me some psychomancy, because I am literally quite the blank canvas at the moment. You encounter a slave ship bearing the markings of the death cult. Hail them. See if we can get ourselves some slaves. Nope. Your ship responds. Their ship responds to your hails with aggression. You've been boarded. Ooh, things and stuff. Now here's the other thing that I like about this ship. If a ship has no crew on it, if a enemy ship has no crew on it, it counts as so when you board an enemy ship and kill all the crew, or in any situation, boarding or not, when you kill all the enemy crew, the cargo that is all on that vessel automatically becomes yours. So we don't need boarders to go over there and destroy that crate. We just have to make sure we don't shoot that crate. That is a big boy. Big boy. Hopefully, so this is the only problem. Our most capable kind of tank, I have no control over where he goes. He's just going to wander off. Is he going to come kick my head in? He is as well. Good. Gizan, Chris. Von's got shrieking to do. So we go there. Lovely. And then we go there. Lovely. But, well, here's the problem. Hey, what's going on here, like? Stop smashing up a bedroom. Yeah, the problem is, unless the skeletons win combat in this room, they won't actively go for the crate. So we need another plan. I'd love to think that the skeletons would go and get it, but they won't. And there's their oxygen systems gone. And let's take out that room, because that'll vent a huge amount of their ship to the void. And then all we've got to worry about is boarders. Whoa, here they come. I'm all over them. And we'll technovirus that up so that their oxygen systems do not come back online for quite a while. And if... oh, and there you go. The enemy crew has been killed. You search through the remains and find a few useful items. So we couldn't see them because we don't have anyone on scanners yet, and our sensors aren't particularly brilliant. But they've all suffocated. Happy days. With the enemy crew eliminated, you waste no time in retrieving the vaults aboard their ship. Oh look! A greater necromancer! It's almost like they knew zombie was up next. Are you actually, So, again, there is going to be no particular theme to this one. I mean, we could start venting everybody who's not part of the war cults, but this Hex Priest is definitely not part of the war cults. So, it's going to be an interesting combination. Interesting combination of troops tonight. And there you go. So we've got a zombie now able to cast ghouls. Where have we seen this theme before? There you go. We found zombie in a crate. Docking lights glimmer through the dust cloud ahead of you, betraying the presence of a large trading outpost. One of its representatives contacts you as you approach. They wish to make a deal with you. They always do. They always do. These are not the abilities we are looking for. Another greater warseer would be great. I prefer them to have... Oh, it's just a standard. That's an upgraded version of bomb, but without the good power. I would say we're not going to need any of that, although that's not bad for 20. Yeah, I mean, it's going to help with the boarding actions. The only problem that we have with ghouls is that ghouls need oxygen, believe it or not. And so do thralls, which is what this creates. Heals 10 HP. Yeah, that creates thralls on death. Yeah, there's better damage, and we'll save our cash. We will save our cash. There's no point even picking up anything. Cool, on. That was fucking useless. Any servitors in the ranks? We'll probably be picking up a servitor next. As you navigate through the dense asteroid field, a radio warship appears. They open their comms channel. You're mine. Doubtful. Yes, he should. Yes, he should. Right, let's get the... Let's put the zombies somewhere that I'm not going to vent. Yeah. Exactly. Skeletons in. Breach is live. Kill. Oxygen. Lovely. Do have to be careful of their weapon systems, actually. Let's take them offline, because they'll be... That's a lot of damage. That's a Von killer, that is. If it hits a room that's got a character in, anyway. So let's completely take that offline, and then Sexnovirus it. And then hopefully... Oh, that does do hull damage. Can we take it offline before they get a shot off? I hope so. No. As soon as you fire the shots, every fucking time, that's like a guaranteed hit. Godspeed. Boo, I didn't want to destroy it. What a mess. The explosion litters the surrounding space with wreckage. Some of it can be put to use. Would have been better if we'd have captured it, though. Cool. It's looking like you're going to be a servitor dock unless anybody else wants to. You know what? We don't need servitors at the moment. I do need to get zombie work in the station. No, we'll scavenge the munitions for now, because I'd like to get something that allows us to bang the enemy's shields down. Sex priest banging, right? And zombie, get out of the command console. That's not your job. Yeah, let's get the sensors on, because we want to see them suffocating, don't we? We want to see them. Probably a better idea to put them in engines, but I think we'll be alright. And missile bays, systems and modules. I know what module we want. There is a destroyed transport here. You're able to salvage some munitions from the wreck. Good job. Now with all that money saved... Ooh, that's a very good one. That is a very good one. We're going... I do believe we're going to be purchasing the ancient Citronome. So, yeah, does 5 to 22 damage to all enemy crew at the start of every fight. We're sending weak borders across. If we can take HP off the enemy before they lose all their oxygen, well, that can only be a good thing. So that's on board now. There's some good things here, but there's no... I mean, antimatter bombs I've never used because I hate the fact that they cost 4 bloody munitions per shot. But opening up subspace breaches, as well as breaches, would be fucking hilarious. Maybe we'll try and lean into that later. Let's repair that little tick of damage. And yeah, I genuinely think we now, I mean, if we weren't winning already, we now win. So, at least until the end boss. Oh good, they're on fire. A damaged starship appears on the view screen. It belongs to the Cult of Blood. Suddenly the commander notices you and immediately begins moving into attack. I swear we've been here before where we're on fire, but we're still fighting. Idiots. Right, zombies here. Kinetic lance soon. Get the shriek going. Why did that die? Oh. Hello, Mal. I'll pop you in soon. So we don't want to vent this area because that'll get rid of the fire. However, actually no, we will, because by the time he gets rid of the fire, lovely. By the time he gets rid of the fire, then he's got the vented problem to deal with, and there you go. That's it. Game over. Ancient Synodrome. Very good. Very good. The enemy crew has been killed. You search through the remains and find a few useful items. Ancient Citronome. Good. Very good. Cool. And asteroid field we want, because that will be some kind of conflict where we might get something. You have entered a dense asteroid field. Suddenly, intruder alarms blare. You've been boarded. Oh, don't get killed, zombie. Come on now. Ooh. Shriek. Bosh. Lovely. Hey. Come on, skeletons, get in there. Ha! Uh-oh, that's rubbish. Intruders have been eliminated. Who recover some equipment from the remains. Vent it. We don't need antidotes. We are the poison. I mean, we'll sell that. It's worth a bit of scrap. Cool. So we need some more crew then. Is potentially going to be a bit of a problem. Basically, demon ships, and there's going to be a lot of them in the exclusion zone. Which way could we go? So yeah, we definitely, of all the places that we should not go to the exclusion zone. So we're going to the exclusion zone. You arrive on the outskirts of the exclusion zone, a region of space demarcated by Imperial astrogation authorities as areas containing subspace anomalies of magnitudes greater than 6. God, I've read that out 100 times. They have definitely improved the... he's added a lot more music tracks. The music was okay to begin with, but it was just one or two tracks, and now there's several. I kind of want to go here, but we know that we'll definitely be dealing with a chaos ship. It also means we won't be able to go here. Though, yes, quite. Oh man, no socomancy. So we want to go for this one because I want equipment for the crew and systems. Let's go and see if we can pick up Mel and Doc at the local mercenary broker. I can't go to this one and then head up. Normally I would go for this, but let's go and get some more crew. Let's get you all involved, shall we? Oh, good. A chaos ship. And they've got 2 levels of shield, so we need to be careful in how we deal with this one. You're under attack by a dynamic. English, so hard to read, speak, everything. Demonically corrupted starship. Great. Now, Von hasn't got anything to stun. I'd rather not get everybody poisoned. So back to stations. That's great. Oh man, would you stop it? Right, let's... Now, part of the reason why this is going to be a problem, there is no way with our lances that we can affect the evasion. So we're now chancing it. We need to hit their shields because they've got 2 levels of shields and we've only got weapons that are doing 2 plinks, as it were. Oh, why is he chasing Chris? No, stop it! Stop it! Oh, man alive. Right, go and kill that. Did we hit? Right, cool. I need that. Xenophobic. In fact, actually, having said that though, we have got zombies this time. So that's nay too bad because they will attack subsystems. Let's I need that to die quick. Good. And then we need to xenovirus this before it repairs would be great. Good. And then we need another shot on here. If somebody could go and repair that weapon system. Bloody bloat mites. And let's bring that down another level quick. Get that offline. That online. Ow! What did that... Oh, he's got a thing. This is going to be some damage, I'm telling you now. Can we get those zombies over there, people? Oh, stop it! This isn't fair. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. It's the zombie summoning. Craven beams. Oh, this is ridiculous. This is silly, this is. Absolute codswallop. Right. Let's bring some of this under control. Yeah, this isn't looking great. Not gonna lie. Oh, would you stop poisoning us? Okay, well, that's weapons down, and... Oh, we could vent. I mean, it's going to take just as long to reoxygenate. Well, I'm hoping those zombies do a good job before they suffocate over there. Alright, advance one. Can't tell the skeletons what to do either. Yeah, I might jinx myself, actually. Not wrong. I've got to wait for this poison before... Oh, well, there we go. There we go. I do jinx myself. Why do I insist on putting the difficulty up? Cool. So we got battered. That was good. That was great. That was great. Right, if we can repair these things. That was potentially the worst thing that we could come up against as well. I did say we shouldn't go to the exclusion zone. I definitely said that. Definitely. It's where this ship has a weakness in that the major thing of fucking the enemy ships up is deoxygenating them. Demon ships, they dunny need the oxygen. The other thing that kind of messed us up as well was me wanting to make sure that you guys can see what's going on board the other ship. I don't think we're going to need that for the moment. So let's do that way around. Vaughn, you're on doors. Reason... no, I can't do that way around either. We need to go... I need more crew, is what I need. No, you know what? We're going to have to stay that way around. Vaughn, you're back on weapons. Zombie, get to the doors. Right. We're heading this way. We need more crew, please. You discover the drifting hulk of a large starship. It looks as if it has been battered for decades by violent tides of subspace energy. A strange glow emanates from within the hulk. Well, we investigate those, don't we? You investigate the hulk but find nothing. The strange glow seems to have mysteriously vanished. Great! Great. Come on, we need fights here. We need scrap. Oh, not one of these. Well, at least it hasn't got a bullshit poisonous weapon system. You rush to battle stations as you find yourself assailed by an unidentified warship. Funny that there's demon ships in this sector. I wonder why we came here. It is no longer under the control of a mortal crew, but is instead possessed by a demonic will. Worse still, your intruder alarms begin to blare. Something has arrived on the ship. Oh no, what? Has it? No, what are you talking about? Silly. Right, this one's at least only got one layer of shielding, so yeah, that's better than it could be. And a lower level of evasion as well, so that's always good. Let's get the zombies in to get that. Let's... They've got... Oh, their skeleton's dead. So the skeletons do actually serve quite a useful function on board a demon ship if we can damage systems. If, as I've said before, if a summon or a crew member even sits on a damaged sector, the demon heart won't attempt to repair it. It can't for some reason. I don't know why, but we take those. We definitely take those. Right, let's bring their weapons offline quick sharp because I don't want us to get beamed. Good. Let's stop them repairing. Good. Now we just need the zombies to go in there, mop up that crate, or ghouls rather. Oh man, is anybody resistant to suffocation? Yeah, our sex priest kinda is. Cool, 40 scrap, that's a good amount. Get Morpheus in there to repair that, and now we just need to blast away at this. Preferably sections that don't have our borders in so that they stay alive a little bit longer. Good. Subspace tear shut. And then another couple of shots, and that should be all she wrote. Oh, didn't even get there. You managed to retrieve an intact supply container from the remains. Excellent. The subspace maelstrom subsides. Good. Now then, let's... Well, providing there's characters that we need, let's get Mel and Doc involved. Trade. Oh, God. Oh, yes. Right. Right. Suffocation resistance as well. Assault cyborgs they basically come with a teleporter unit, so they can board instantly. I mean, it's not a million miles away from looking like Mel, the assault cyborg, is it? So, cool. Mel, you can be my assault cyborg. That's right. You're what's left of a human strapped to spider's legs with lots and lots of guns. And that's all of our money blown. And what better thing to give an assault cyborg than a fucking spiked club? That's actually going to be quite useful. And can anybody actually? Yeah. Well, and Morpheus can have a shield. There we go. Spiked club. That's actually very good. Cool. You're next then, Doc. Cool. We now have an assault cyborg. That does allow me... Look at us scuttling down the corridor. Check out that strut on Mel. Right. Good. Done, done, done. So we still need more crew because we've got stations that do need to be manned, but we've got the bare minimum now. Our core systems. Core systems. It is quite the strut. I mean, we could get an Imperial recruit and call it Doc, but that's not very interesting, is it? Oh, we don't need that antidote. That can get sold as well. How many are we off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And have we got any repair points that we're probably going to have to pass through? No, so let's get a little repairs done here, because we don't want to spend too much money on repairs. That will do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way, if we pick up a specific item, we can get back up to max. And let's get the hell out of here. We still don't have a very good option for boarding. I did see as well that there was a Blood Knight. Blood Knights are broken on this. They're great. And they have had their ability nerfed a little bit. But yeah, Blood Knights are great. Rift storms periodically disrupt your sensor scans. You discover an arcane vessel in the process of gathering subspace psychem precursor compounds. I'm sure we got to trade with them last time and we got the drugs. Ah, well, let's attack them and take them this time. You catch the arcane vessel by surprise. Just because I know that the dev sometimes tunes in to these, could I have a space lich, please? A commander that is able to summon skeletons or some kind of life steal ability, but then with an additional spell slot and maybe, because I keep seeing that there are remnants in this game which are upgraded skeletons, and I would love a commander that can summon a single remnant. But you'd obviously, you know, if it's a lich, you'd have to make it incredibly squishy if it's going to have summon revenants, and obviously make it 2. You know, we don't want 1 revenant. Boo. So we've now got 2 options. We can continue stunning with Von. We can also add on with sending Mel in there as well to get the job done. So Von stuns. Mel teleports in and kills. We then lance their weapon systems. Now, everyone remember that I press recall crew and bring Mel back home every time. Mel, my memory is shocking at the best of times, as we well know. If I leave you on board the ship, we will lose you, so do feel free to scream at me that I haven't pressed the recall crew. And if you get left on board the other ship, well, you know, we can create a story about that, can't we? Recall crew. Cool. Excellent job, Mel the cyborg. Now get back to the sensor station. Actually, no, you're on... Let's go... Yeah, that was... No, that way round. We need more crew now. Want to get these stations. The problem that you have with a lot of these abilities, like Mel's should be teleporting for us to make use, so she can't be counted on to be on a console. When you have things like zombie on the doors, when I summon and start chanting, notice how all the doors have gone back to normal level. Whilst they're summoning and powering up, they can't also operate a keyboard. I mean, I managed to play a game and talk to you guys at the same time. Why can't zombie summon ghouls and operate the console? What are we paying him for? What are we paying him for indeed? On we go. You are caught in a rift storm, struggling to maintain course when a techno-cult ship appears. Our flux capacitors are blah 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 blah. Attack them. You target lock their ship. Sounds like they're helpless. Let's go and help. So we'll have some zombies there. They have no pilot in the throne, so those go straight there. Where, yeah, I know, right? They brought a box to a ship fight. Cool, that's those. Where are they going? They're going... Oh, they're just pissing around. Good, that's their engineer dead. Don't think that'll get there in time. Nope, done. The enemy crew have been killed. Excellent work, everybody, well done. And we recover some Hungerer regions, but we do not need them. Those won't get sold for much, but they will get sold. Didn't even need to send Mel in. You arrive in the midst of a rift storm. An outpost looms out from the turbulent murk as ionic bursts crackle all around you, threatening to knock out key systems at an inopportune moment. No, you didn't go this time, Mel. I didn't send you. We investigate those. As you approach the outpost, its shape seems to change. Whether it was a trick of the light or a supernatural phenomena, you soon find yourself under attack by the arcane again. Good. Right, this time we'll go stun, teleport in Mel. That can all happen together. We lance their weapon systems. We send in the zombies over there. We technovirus this so that they can't repair it. And that is literally the end of that. Mel, you can come back now before I forget. Perfect. Down and out within seconds. So, we're still nowhere near powerful enough to take on the end boss, but cheers for the resounding shout of confidence there, Doc. Look, the thing is, I do feel the need to give Mel a starring role, because last time she rocked up to the stream, I gave her another squishy scribe. She laughed at the fact that I vented somebody else, so I vented her as well. So, I mean, I would have left. I would have left after that sort of treatment and behaviour, so... but yeah, she's back. I'll make a point of trying not to forget her. I do it all the time in my campaigns. All the fucking time. A technocult ship emerges from a nearby rift storm and begins shooting. Thing is, as well, if the dev put an option in to auto-recall your boarding parties as you leave, I would still turn it off. No worries, Von. I'll try and keep you alive, no promises. Right, zombies in engineering. Let's teleport Mel in here. Let's stun that guy as well, just to keep the damage down. That all happens pretty instantaneously. Also, by teleporting Mel into the command throne, note how it drops the evasion, because the pilot is engaged in combat. They can't pilot the vessel, and so the evasion goes right down. The other thing that an assault cyborg does, and I forget how useful it is, it reduces the maximum power of the system that it is on by 1. No good for ones that only have 1 power, but really good for, like, you know, I could just walk Mel now into the shields compartment and it would drop a void shield. It's very, very good. All technovirus this. He's had enough. Like, he's just, I'm not going in there. I'm not skeletons. Excellent. Cool. I pressed the record button. Look, I'm doing well. I am doing well. Let's put... Problem is, it's a long walk. I mean, I know she's got 4 legs, but it's a long walk back to engineering, right? We need to save those stations. Good. And, right, it's at this point now where we've got a decent amount of scrap and at least a few modules. Probably should have done this sooner. We need to upgrade those shields. So now we have 2 layers of void shielding. That should stop us hemorrhaging any more hull points. Ooh, a battle, maybe. You detect an Imperial fleet moving towards one of the inhabited planets. They are moments away from arriving when a swarm of cultist vessels drop in. The Imperial fleet swings around and engages the swarm. Cool, we're attacking the Imperial fleet. Try not to leave Mel, try not to leave Mel, try not to leave Mel. Right. You move in to engage one of the Imperial starships. Ooh, you've made a mistake. You haven't got very many crew at all now, have you? In you go, Mel. Oh, ooh, actually, no. Let's save Mel. Stun this guy. Because these ones, these bigger battles, one lot of combat followed by another. So I'm trying not to, Mel. I really am. So we will play this a little differently because we have to think about the second battle. Actually, you know what? I don't think it does. I think we'll be fine. Cool. Mel's taking this ship all by herself. Oh, with the help of some skeletons. There you go. The enemy crew has been killed. You search for the remains and find a few useful items. Good. The Imperial fleet is encircled, but you notice several starships are forming a detachment to attempt a breakout. Mel is automatically recalled in this scenario. I don't have to do it. Defeating the Imperial breakout detachment would rout the remainder of their fleet, but the approach will be dangerous. The Imperial vessels within the detachment are arrayed in a defensive formation. We attack those. Oh no, the doors are blown. Ow. A few cultist vessels notice your action and begin engaging the Imperial detachment. You pick your target and attack. Cool, so we have another one. And now, because we've gone from one battle to the other, everything starts as the last battle finished, which is why I didn't want to use our lances, or really Mel, but we did in the end anyway. So let's hope we get lucky with a kinetic lance shot, which will vent probably half of their vessel to the void, which would be nice. So we'll pop that for engineering. Good, solid hit. We technovirus that. Sorry, we sexnovirus that so that it doesn't come back up online. And then let's see if we can pop their shields. And let's also slow them down because I keep forgetting to do that. That's two very big misses there as well. And we don't want to fire this because this will absorb it depending on where it's... Oh no, that's good. That's a good shot. Good. That's most of their ship vented space. All the purification in the world will not save them from a lack of oxygen, which is nice. And then we could send Mel in, but I'd rather not suffocate her. Although there are some compartments that are not. Yeah, go on, Mel, get in there. Go and mess up their command throne. Lovely. The enemy crew have been killed. You search through the lanes, find a few useful items. After hours of battle. I mean, like, again, for the dev as well, I wish that these battles could be bigger or carried on. That would be great. After hours of battle, the Imperial fleet is finally crushed. You pick up relief transmissions from the surface of the nearby planet. You move on. And no reward? Call Mel. Done. No reward indeed. We're going to go with corrosive gases. One of the things that I have seen as well, I thought would be a particularly nasty combination, is if you could come across a demonic vessel on one of these hotspots where there's another event going on. I don't think I've seen that before, but that's not to say that it's not in the game. It could be particularly tough. Off we go. Oh, this will be a boarding event. Your ship drops back into real space and is immediately enveloped by a cloud of infernal miasma. Warning sirens suddenly begin to blare. Enemy intruders have been detected. You're fine. You're still there, Mel. Don't you worry. We can vent that compartment and do some damage to him. And let's vent that compartment and do some damage to him. And then... She's not immune. She's resistant, but not immune. But that could be enough. These guys are particular assholes, although venting compartments, especially if you've got someone on doors and those doors are reinforced so they can take a little while to get through, is particularly effective. They heal themselves with the poison gas that they create, so putting them in a void means that they can't do that. So let's see how long those doors hold out for. Not long enough. It does vent the compartment, but again, this will result in probably less loss of life than not doing that, and then we simply get Chris out of there. There you go, Murphy. It's straight into the poison, of course. Of course. Why wouldn't you do that? And then let's button her up. Lovely. And Mel also wants to huff down the fumes. But, you know, anybody who is part of the machine cult is resistant slightly to poison and suffocation. So good members of crew for us to have. I'll put Chris back in now, and then we get out of here before the next bout of poison hits. Let's go. Yeah, not immune. It's the one thing I'd love you to be able to get on assault cyborgs, but even I think it would be too powerful. You come across a distress signal being broadcast from the center of a large rift storm. Investigating it could be dangerous. Ah! It is. You maneuver through the raging maelstrom and make it to the distress signal. The ship is of Imperial origin, however, something looks odd about its commander. Or something like that. Translates roughly to, good afternoon, how are you? Alrighty then. Prepared to be boarded, or something along those lines. So we will stun the captain. We will send Mel in. We will kinetic lance their weapon system. And we'll send some zombies down to engineering, away from all the mess that we're creating. Mel has done her job. We probably don't want to keep her around there for much longer, because she's just going to lose life. Although there is a not-so-unvented area there. Good, good. Everybody dead, good. Bring back Mel. Send Mel back. Button those doors up. On we go. So yeah, if you're not seeing how powerful a ship this already is, and we've only just got started, and then it just gets magnitudes on top of this because you've got a very good base to work with. Fire engulfs your viewports. You seem to have stumbled into the midst of a major Imperial fleet action against the infernal cults. Worse still, proximity alerts indicate that you are dangerously close to the local star. Oh, what a great place to have a battle. An Imperial ship is stricken by a blast of obscene magic. It attempts to retreat from the battle, but instead plunges headlong into your path. So they've already got boarders that are probably capable of destroying their ship anyway. But let's help. Let's help with zombies and skeletons and xenoviruses and yeah, and stunning shrieks. Marvelous. You retrieve what you can and return to your ship. The battle continues. We stay for these. A damaged Imperial vessel speeds into your path. God, they're like lemmings around this star. Must have been caught in the orbits or something. We don't like these. Although hopefully it's not too high a level. Would be a good one to vent, but we don't want to do it straight away. Let's potentially send Mel in. They've got a lot of fires to deal with. That is nasty. Right, now that that's happened, now we'll do that. Oh, put that out. Thanks very much. Put that out too. Get out. Always better to vent compartments rather than have single crew members fighting the fire. You lose a lot of health usually fighting fires. So yeah, we don't want that. Good. And we'll pop that there, that there. That should be the only shots that we need to fire. Hey, where did the other one go? Oh, it did hit. It just didn't take a weapon offline. Cool, and then I'm not going to risk boarding with real people. We'll just send the zombies and the skeletons in. Good. Skeletons also immune to fire, so skeletons are weak, but they're immune to everything. Reduce enemy DPS by 1. I've never seen that ability on them. Never knew. Never knew. So their skeletons are actually quite powerful, but weak. There is a particular upgrade that we will be looking for to make them really good. Yeah, they're going to die to the flames before I can kill all the crew, I would imagine. More zombies. Vent. And there we go. As predicted. The battle winds down. You hear an open broadcast. To all faithful servants of the throne. That's not us. The enemy generals have been destroyed. Their fleets scattered. Victory is at hand. Purge any who do not bear the Imperial insignia. They're probably talking about us. Probably best we get out of here. Piercing. Good one, zombie. Very good. If the situation becomes too dangerous, you are forced out of the fight. You are not wrong. Not wrong, sir. Systems and equipment. We could pick up a decent system here. We did not get a decent system, although that is a... Oh no, it's not that one. That one is very good, though. We will be getting that, I think. So, the Soul Thresher. If we couldn't stand Mel enough already, now she's going to be threshing fucking souls. Let's get rid of these because we do not need them. They're worth sod all scrap. But, so we pop the Soul Thresher on Mel, and this does not much in the way of DPS, but every time she gets a kill, it puts her DPS up. This is a hell of a weapon to have when you are going on the end boss's ship, because there's a lot of enemies to kill, and then as you keep on teleporting to and fro, your thing as it's getting kills, your Mel as it's getting kills is getting even more damaging over time. And we might as well give the spiked club to Von, because she's the yeah, Murph's tough enough already. Cool. And the other one that I think, the other one that I think is, especially the harder difficulties, almost a certainty you need for the end boss, and we didn't actually get it last time, is the shield charmer. Well, it might as well be charmer. And yeah, it's just a very, very good upgrade, and you don't even need to upgrade it, and you'll still get the benefits out of it. And it just basically allows us to, let me power it, regardless of our level, our layers of void shielding, that basically means that enemies cannot penetrate our shields. And it's for about, yeah, for 10 seconds, which I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but the capital ship at the end of the game has a hideous amount of weaponry. Hideous. And if you don't deal with it, you have to take volleys, and having that can stem the tide. So we'll just pick that up for now. You find yourself trapped within the currents of a large rift storm. Violent waves of subspace energy batter your ship to and fro for what seems like an eternity. Eventually the storm subsides and your ship comes to a stop. In front of you is the dilapidated hull of a gigantic spacecraft. There is something deeply unsettling about this ship, so we investigate it. You board the ship after several hours of fruitless search. You decide to call it quits. You return to the vessel empty-handed? Ah, how am I supposed to create stories around these events? Everything that we're looking at the moment is empty. It's like we're following another ship. Right. Zombie, get back to your station. Chris, you do the same. Right, good. Everybody set? Go. Well, that was nice and easy-ish. Except that initial encounter, we could have easily died. We will go for... We will go for... We want to get to here because we want to do this one before we get to the end. It's another exclusion zone, but we're powerful enough now to conquer this, I think. Yeah, normally I believe the further you go down this list, the more sectors and more events there are. So I very rarely go to neutral zones. I always try and go to exclusion zones, or at the very least war zones, because you get more battles equals scrap, more scrap equals more purchasing and upgrades, and these are all the things that we like. But I think we're going to be going to the Forge Enclave. You arrive at a hidden techno-cult Forge Enclave, tightly guarded by the Machine Priests. Forge Enclaves contain the facilities required to produce one of the most powerful technologies in the galaxy. Contain the facilities that are required to produce some of the most... Oh, some of the most. I thought it said the most. Cool, let's go find it then, shall we? Let's go find them. We could pledge ourselves to the Machine Cult. I mean, we need to pick up Doc, don't we? I want modules, though. We can get modules from here. Cool, let's get Doc. I am pledging to no Machine Cult. That was what I was looking for. Hello, Beavis. You can pop in after Doc. There is an abandoned service station here. You recover a number of spare armored plates. Now, normally, I would get rid of these. This is the reason why I've repaired our hull strength purposefully to 25, because I know that these come up in events. So we pop that on there. We then get Morpheus to patch up the hull. That brings us back up to full. And then we swap him back for his precious, precious ballistic shield. And then if we don't need that, we'll sell it. It's probably better for us to keep it, but I don't see us taking any more damage at this point until the end fight. And the problem with these is you need to attach them to somebody, which stops them having... It attaches good stuff with consumables. So even for embosses, they're useful, but more immediate. Now, we are going to go to the Machine Shrine, but we're going to piss them off. Because that's a guaranteed battle, that is. There is a monument to the Machine God here. It bristles with arcane circuitry and ghostly data streams. You make your way inside and locate an active terminal. Mel, take a shit on it. We will attempt to pledge ourselves to the Machine God. If you resolve to pledge yourself to the Machine God, you access the terminal. The divine machine requires precision in thought. Which of these truths governs all systems? Well, it's chaos reigns supreme, right? It's not the order sustains function. No. That sounds like the heresy of a sex priest. Chaos reigns supreme. That sounds like the order of the day for that question. Oh, wrong. Denied. Corrupt process threatens detected. Initializing secure erasure protocol. Cool. So they really enjoyed that shit on their console. The terminal goes dark. You are able to make it back to your ship moments before the atmospheric generators cut out. A techno-cult warship is waiting for you. Weapons primed. So most of these shrines are how you can theme your run. We're not going to theme our run this time round. Or I can't think of a decent theme for this. It would probably be war cultists, but we've done that before. And the war cultist ones are just like, we punch things a lot. So, not heretical enough indeed. Let's stun. Let's teleport. Let's shoot. Ooh, they've got a servo excavator. But it still needs oxygen though, doesn't it? Let's zombies. And let's let all of that fire off. And we missed. Oh, good. Cool. Go and kick the crap out of their oxygen. That can go in there. Lovely. And then we'll pop that there. That there. Oh, I forget Mel's threshing souls now. Not that it'll matter too much. Oh, good. No hull damage. Good. And then run away and slow them. Oh, no, wrong one. Slow them down. Good. Good, good, good. And then... that sounds like a nightmare, beavers. And then we go. To be fair, they are bristling with weaponry, so it's probably just as well I put that on. Nice. Nice. Yeah, those Space Marine cosplays, I've seen some very good ones. The enemy crew has been killed, as per. Missed. Cool. Let's pick up Doc. Yes! Fucking hell, how many Flux Priests? I've never seen that before. That's amazing. I need 2 more names. Oh, no, I need 1 more name. Right, so Doc, you're a Flux Priest. Beavis, you're a Flux Priest. Can I get a name for another Flux Priest, please? Flux Priests are great. So what Flux Priests do, they do a lot of shit, but the interesting part about them is they increase power of nearby friendly systems by 1. In essence, you are getting a member of crew and a free point of reactor power, which then means that you can power even more systems than you normally would be able to on a standard ship. Does it work here, though? It does. Interesting. So we now no longer need energy to power this or this, because we have our Flux Priest team. We also don't need energy to power the engines anymore. Flux Priests! Excellence. Sex Priests and Flux Priests. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Look at all this green. So that means we now have spare energy, which it just makes all of our upgrading process easier, and we'll have basically power for days on everything, which is always good. Let me rename. So Beavis, Fox, and Doc Fox. Fox. F-U-X, not F-U-C-K. There we go. Oh. Oh, stop it, would you? Why does it do that? It's not... I genuinely haven't got fat fingers. Honestly. Right. Anybody waiting in the wings for a character? I need another Flux Priest. Right, you stay there. You go. Cool. Mel is now on sensors. I like when in the ships that have... there's one particular one that I use the Assault Cyborg on. On ships that have an Assault Cyborg, I like having enough crew so that they can man the sensors, because then they're doing their job when we arrive. We then know where to... because we can see the enemy ship. We then know where to teleport Mel, which then means that we don't need the sensors being manned anymore, because we don't need to see where we're going, because we've already planned that bit. So I think those on there is always a really good shout. Now that I've blown all of my money on Fox Priests, may as well. Never gets an L. We may as well. Never. Well, I don't know. We might be. Hey, don't jinx it, Chris. Don't jinx it. We'll pick up an assault pistol because we've got people. There you go. Just for the Fox Priest comment, you won yourself an assault pistol. Actually quite useful for the tech priests as well, because you're suffocation resistant. I can afford to get you off the console, and you now run because of the let's say that because I've given you the assault pistol, you're now incredibly motivated, so you're getting around a bit faster. Good stuff. Yeah, so now we've like overloaded with reactor energy. Kaloo-kalay. You can never have enough energy in this game, let me tell you. We need to go here now. We need multi-walls. That kind of assault, Morpheus. That kind. A nearby techno-cult vessel is transporting some valuable relics. Are they? It detects your ship and immediately wants to give them to you with no questions asked. However, we've opted to take them because fucks priests and sex priests. Off we go. Right, let's get Mel in there. Let's get this dude stunned. Let's get a lance shot. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, we should take their weapon systems out. But that'll expose Mel. I want to keep her alive high. There we go. We'll do that instead. Skeletons in. Outstanding. Go get the box. Another one of those there. Lovely. That's the scrap sorted. We bring Mel can fight a little bit. Yeah, she's already had 2 kills, so her DPS is up to, or is it 1? I don't know. Probably. Yeah, she didn't. Actually, that's the point. Kill that first. Good. Now her. Well, it's actually gone up to 10 because she's now fighting a medium rig, which means that she can actually take a servo excavator down in quite quick time. But we don't want her doing that because we want to preserve her health for when we actually need her, which is not now. That. Good. Good, good, good. Just a little bit fucked, really. The enemy crew has been killed. You search for the remains, find a few useful items as well as that. What was in the crate? Lovely, lovely. If someone does come into the chat and I forget, remember that we need... I'll try and remind myself. Moo. What a fucking name. There's no moo in the chat. No moo in the chat at all. Again, another suggestion for the dev, but this is a very much a streamer thing, is if there was like a place within the menus that I could type all the people that come into my chat quite regularly into, so that they then show up in the shops as characters, so I can't pick and choose who gets what. They just come in. I've had that, like with the drive-in, the VR driving game that we were playing, where I put you all into a data bank and then randomly selected you, so you're all just in there. That was a good one. But it's an option. It's an option. But again, it might be, you know, I ask for these things, feel, yeah, that'd be easy to do. And it's like, you know, a few days of work later. We did collect up our Mel. Yes, we did. Let us save crew to stations, and then let's get the hell out of here. There is a wrecked orbital siege platform here. You discover a quantity of munitions within. Good. So you can already see that we're doing a lot better than the last stream. A lot better. You arrive to witness the last few moments of a fight between 2 techno-cult vessels. The victor quickly jumps away, leaving the crippled vessel to burn. Your sensors register increased energy levels from the crippled ship's reactor. It may be moments away from a catastrophic explosion. Now, if we just investigate this, there's quite a good chance that one of you will randomly get killed. But because we have machine priests, we should be able to safely stabilize these reactors and get something out of it, because that's why we're doing it, really. Stabilize. In spite of the risk being caught in the impending explosion, you quickly maneuver your starship alongside the crippled techno-cult vessel. You send over Morpheus, he is our highest ranking sex priest, of the machine cults. Working together with the surviving crew of the crippled vessel, they struggle to shut excess flux out of the... Oh, we should have sent the Fux priests. Probably could have done a quicker job, because there was an excess of Fux on the ship. Your machine priest crew member manages to contain the subspace flux induction and stabilize the reactor at the last moment. God, it sounded like Star Trek bloody script then, didn't it? All those psycho babble words. The techno-cult vessel is saved from certain doom, but nevertheless needs to remain in place to conduct further repairs throughout the hull. Now we destroy them. Hey, cool armor. The crew of the crippled vessel offers no gratitude. However, your machine they offered no gratitude whatsoever. So Murphy's just nicked some armor that was lying around, nailed his job, didn't get the gratitude and satisfaction that he was after, stole their shit. Murphy's the sex priest, ladies and gentlemen. That is going on. Who is slightly resistant already? It's the one thing that you can't do with Flux Priests is they don't have any equipment slots. Neither should they. They've got an excessive amount of HP, I think, but they're still very... What's he saying? No one's using this armor. No one's using this armor. Exactly. I'll take it then. I think Fon's the only one that can wear the armor. Oh, yeah. Yeah, cool. We'll pop that on Von. She is now extra tactical in her extra tactical armor. Excellent work. Spiked club, tactical armor, 5-fingered, we might add as well. Just don't tell Von it's stolen. Cool. She doesn't need to know. Off we go. The searing heat of the nearby sun is no deterrent for techno-cult seekers. Threat detected. Engaging combat. Cool, yeah. Sounds like a great place to fight, doesn't it? Right next to a sun. Pop that there. Now over here. Stun this. Relocated. We don't even need the zombies. Oh look, there goes their oxygen systems. Let's just be careful. But it's the other thing that I kind of like about skeletons as well. A lot of other crew sabotage. A lot of the other summons actually sabotage some subsystems, whereas skeletons don't. Which means we've got a better chance of overwhelming the crew, but not destroying the ship. So as weak as skeletons can be, they are very useful in the overall grand campaign of things, because the salvaged vessel gets us more scrap, I find. Not by much. In these lower difficulties, it is enough. Let's vent that compartment quickly. Almost forgot to do that. Good. Button her up. And I think that's the end of it. But yeah, you know, being able to be... The skeletons complement this vessel so well if you're venting huge sections of it to space or putting it on fire. So, and the other one that I'd like to see as well, I'd like to see a vessel that works on the basis of using the Redeemer. So maybe like one crew member, like a high priest that has the Redeemer. I fucking love that sword in this game. Oh no, the Redeemer's the angel thing, isn't it? Either the Redeemer or the summoned swords. That'd be really good. There's so many things in this game already that, you know, I'm hoping he adds new commanders and new ships that focus on these things. Again, I like my themed runs. I don't know if anyone can tell. So let's go to the shipyard then. We did remember to pick up Mel. I'm surprised I haven't forgotten yet. I look up here every time and go, the abandoned shipyard floats into view. It appears to be a safe place to rest. We need no health. We don't need any more crew members now. We're already one unnamed. So let's scavenge those munitions. And on we go. And this is where I'm hoping we're going to be able to pick up a decent module. A Technocoat vessel is transporting an unusual cargo container. That's ours, that is. Send in Murphy's. He'll get it. You attempt to, whether it's bolted down or not, you attempt to conceal yourself within a dust cloud, lest they see you as a threat. Unfortunately, you're unable to avoid detection. The machine priests quickly power up their weapons and move in to engage. A successful ambush. We tried to hide, it didn't work. They're attacking us anyway. Look, if I remember to put you back on board our ship, all the way till the end of the game, even I will be impressed. I've done this on so many runs. So many runs. Right. There's the command console there. We teleport our Mel in as well. We'll send zombies in to here, and we will kinetic glance this, and then we'll start on the weapons array. Because this is a guaranteed hit, we can at least potentially dodge some of the shots from here. Oh, 4 shots? Why have they got 4 shots on a hull ripper 2? I thought that was a 2-shot. Okay, I changed my mind. I don't want us, our hull being ripped. We do need to take this out next, though. That is the better shot, because it'll open up so many compartments to the void. Kinetic glance here, please. In fact, no, we can't kinetic glance there. It has to be here. We need to bring the shields down. Haven't got the weaponry for it. Oh, it's only an incendiary missile. That's not too bad, actually. Let's try and bring the shields down some more. Oh, that whole ring is going to go off in a minute. Hey. Ow. Cool, done. Ooh. No, off you go, Mel. Oh. Recall. Good. Oh, we killed all their crew anyway. Never mind. The enemy crew has been killed. So through in front of you, useful items, and we get the crate. With the enemy crew eliminated, you waste no time in retrieving the vaults aboard their ship. Lovely. And a free assault rifle. Who needs a weapon? That's not as good. Not as good. +1, +2. No. Hi, Kim. You can be our final fucks priestess. K2 fucks. There you go. Oh, okay. Why? Why does it do that? Hear me banging the keyboard. There you go. Cool. K2's in. Our other fucks prick. Join the. I don't know why. I didn't intend for our ship to become a floating sex cult. You've got Chris to thank for that. By mishearing, when I said hex priest, he thought I said sex priest, and it's just been double entendres from there on in. And now we're nicking things from people as well, playing into the scouse role. You don't know. You won't be getting oxygen or bloat mites, K2. But to be fair, neither will they. So there's that. Oh, did we get Mel back? Yes, we did. I remembered. Decent bunch of scrap. Ooh, these are no good for us. Each lance shot you fire fully charges one random uncharged weapon. This would be good if we had better weapon systems, but we do not. We'll keep that. This will solve the problem that we have weaponry-wise at the moment. We do have, as I said, an abundance of power and a decent amount of ammunition. So we snatch that and we pop it next to the weapon system. I do wish more of these subsystems that you got had an effect the bigger or smaller room you place them in. Oh, let's get that closed. Venting compartments in space. So we've got all the power that we need for that. What else have we got here? We haven't got any Raider Outlaws. We have got one Death Cultist, but 40 for a +10 HP. No. No. This is good, though. But I think we've got enough systems. We don't want to push it. We'll keep hold of that for now, because that's cheaper than actually repairing our ship. We don't need an assault rifle, but I don't see us getting any more crew anytime soon. Let us upgrade this. Pop another point of power into it, because we've got spare. And if we can get that up to top level, even with this pathetic array of shots, it's then getting close to game. Exploit lauter, exploit expert. And let's go. There is a hidden research facility here. You recover some advanced technology from within. Assault sleds, you know, those things that we haven't got, fired from the launch bay, deal 15 to 50 damage. I've never had the shredder payload when I'm doing assault sleds. It's, well, just reading that on paper, that's an insane combination. I mean, we might as well. I'm not going to get a boarding. No, we'll just discard that. We don't need that. Although, having said that, I do find that if you have compartments full, you know, I always find that if you've got, like, your cargo thing full or getting close to full, the game bombards you with items. If you have this full, it bombards you with more. So, I do wonder if that's a thing. It's probably just, just an effect as opposed to an actual thing. It just feels that way as opposed to actually being. Let us carry on. One of the things I was going to ask would, because it would basically mean playing this game but without renaming anybody, because you'll be constantly dying. Is it worth me even streaming this in the top level of difficulty? I can guarantee you it's incredibly difficult and incredibly frustrating, and I will not complete a run live, or I'd be very lucky to. A pair of technical couriers have been separated from a larger fleet and are vulnerable to attack. One is carrying some combination of relics and advanced technology. The other is carrying a starship armament that we need. We need them starship. Although I do like relics, I usually find they're crap. And these are usually quite good, and even if they're not something that we need, these would always sell for more than what these will. Or maybe I've just had bad rolls on that, I don't know. But yeah, ship armaments we can actually use. We advance on the target. Zombies, and kinetic lance, and teleporty goodness, and stunny goodness. Well, yeah, it'd be constant death. Absolute constant. Stunned, good. We are boarded. I'll go sort that out. Finish that dude off. Skeletons abound. That's dead. Recall. Well, game. Done with that when we had the fire ship. Gods be damned. Still quite good on this though. You cover weapons and names. Good gun drops. Right, Mel, get out of my room. Fucking hell, teleports back straight into my throne room. Get out. The problem with a vessel that is voiding compartments, if I start setting compartments on fire, the voiding will snuff those fires out. So those two do not go hand in hand, unfortunately. But if they're big ships, we can set one side of it on fire and then void the rest, and yeah, that works. Although, interestingly, when a fire burns to top capacity in a room, i.e. has the big fires, after a few seconds, it then eats up all the oxygen within the room and is the equivalent of voiding it. So, Craven Viking, yeah. Yeah, they have been on, they have quite a high mortality rate within my streams. Got a shop coming up anytime soon, I can't tell. So let's go to the next sector. Hubro Stargate. We want to be going to this one. So let's go to the Death Cult sector. You arrive at a sector besieged by the Cult of Death. Once hidden within the apothecaries and medi-guilds of Imperial society, these craven individuals, that's a bit harsh, have shed all pretense and now openly proclaim their allegiance to the Death God. Oh, sounds like a party. We don't need any more crew unless there's anyone waiting in the wings, so I want to get that a decent module. I want the one that gives us plus 10 HP to demonic entities. That would be lovely. Or increased damage, that would be okay. I also want psychomancy. There's some there. Yeah, it's quite. We'll wait until we get here before we do an upgrade to bring the fire lance on board. Bloody hell, we're getting a lot of transport missions. This is great. You arrive just outside detection range of a large Gorgathian fleet. Brilliant. Space plague Ogren. A violent subspace maelstrom brews nearby, drawing their attention as they attempt to navigate through the turbulence. Amidst the chaos, several transport vessels fall behind. The storm's ferocity has left them exposed and isolated. You contemplate attacking one of the vessels. Occult knowledge will give us a psychomancy reagents, as you lot educated me in, will give us the little potions that I'll then sell at the shop. So we might as well try and roll, but we could get something. I think this is one of the few ways to get some of the rarer, more powerful psychomancies that we may not have seen before, like being able to cast Grisons at the enemy. We will attack the one transporting occult knowledge, and we'll go for the usual affair. One of the things we can do, actually, having said that, is we can power down this and power up the flame lance and go ham on them right at the beginning. So we'll pop that there. We'll set this compartment that's really far away from them on fire. I'll finally remember to deploy the graviton field, which will then slow their movement getting from one compartment to another, giving the flames a good chance to spread. We'll pop some zombies at the other part of their ship. We'll technovirus this, we'll stun this, and we'll send in the mail. You cannot have powerful psychomancies, K2. I'm sorry, you're simply a priest that fucks. A fucks priest. I mean, to be fair, with a handle like that, there's no simply about it. Fucks priests are great. Cool, Mel's done her job. Fire's spreading. Recall Mel before I forget. Send her back to sensors. And that's job's a good one. This guy's gonna have to fight through these before he can go and put the fire out. Let's amplify the problem by doing that. Outstanding. And this doing this, deoxygenating ships, is a great way to take down these high HP characters. Whereas with something like fire and poison that do damage over time, which is always set, enemies that have a high HP lose that HP faster to suffocation than those that have a low HP. As I understand it. Let's, yeah, not looking so good for you there, pal. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Stop it with all the poison. Zombies in. Hey! Man, that was one hell of a laser shot. What a prick. Can someone take out that weapon system, please? Let's do that. Oh, come on, get out of there. Stop hopping down the poison. I can do with taking my weapon systems out. That's a lot of weapons for 2 shields to deal with. Ooh, a soul spear. You recover an intact psychogram from the remains. It's not a bad one. I will put that on me. So as you can see, because we haven't had any good visits and any decent psychomancies, we haven't got anything to put on me, but we haven't needed it. I mean, I have the assault rifle. We haven't needed it. This ship works well. I may as well put this on someone. Ooh, but I'll probably get rid of it. And someone else have it. Ooh. How long does this take? 8 seconds. No, I better have it for now. Cool. Digged up my ship. Bastards. Let's wait for that poison to dissipate. Reorder our crew. Is everyone... I don't think we've saved this to stations. There we go. Psycho K2 indeed. This is a definite fight. We don't have to pledge ourselves to the Bone Shrine, neither do I want to, whereas this could be anything. So let's take the definite fight so we can get some things. It's a tough one though, because Plague Marines take some killing, but we're in a good state of play here with venting compartments. A great mass of human bones is visible ahead. As you move closer, you realise it is an abandoned medical outpost, so covered with human remains as to be nearly unrecognisable. A Death Cult warship guards the entrance. Cool! Let us go. Let's pop a fire down here. Kinetic lance shot there. Stun. Send in. Technovirus. Zombies. Good. And then we do that so that they can't move around very fast to respond to all of this. We don't need Mel taking damage. Back to your station. I'll fire off a... I'm going to actually do something, look. I'm having a positive effect. I'll do their weapons. This is the lowest level of Soul Spear. It only does 1 point of damage, but it's the quickest to cast and cool down, so I think this is incredibly good. You're so slow. So slow. Your ship's on fire down here and you're pissing around with a skeleton. You're so slow. Let's vent that compartment so the fire can spread a little bit more. Talking of fire. Oh no, did I send... No, I didn't send them to the wrong ones. Oh, that's opened that door up. Oh, because it's any shot. Idiot. Ah, well, that'll put all the fires out. Bollocks. Let's keep that one running. I always think that it's the kinetic lance that does the destroying of doors, but it's actually any weapon that we fire, so I need to remember that. Kind of makes flame lances anywhere near vented compartments a bit useless, but you know, it's a complementary weapon, not part of the tactic. Looks like a good place to go on fire. Lovely. Zombies crawling down the corridors. Ship completely vented. Skeleton zombies everywhere. Fucking Tuesday, innit? Or Monday. One of them. Enemy crew has been killed. He searched the remains, find few useful items. So as I said, going for these hubs can be, in a lot of them, a guaranteed battle in some way, shape or form. And I'll always take a hub that will be a guaranteed event, that might be a battle or reward us with something, over a random one that will probably be just, oh, there's a space can floating by, move along. With the enemy ship neutralized, you approach the grisly outpost and discover a shrine within. Strangely, you hear the buzzing of flies, even though none are present. Nope, sorry, we're not that kind of cult. We're a sex cult now. So we leave that. We move on. So we get the scrap. We don't have to commit to the god of death because we're already kind of committed to Slaanesh, I guess. Asteroid fields. Let's go. You receive a transmission from within the asteroid belt. Give me a good fight? I feel like you should have a question mark on the end of that. This is going to be a great fight for us. It's going to be a really shit fight for you though, mate. We need to sort that weapon system thing out so I can have all of this operational at the start. Fire down here. And... no. Fire up here. Kinetic lance, their weapons. Techno. Xenovirus this. Stun there. Zombies here. I'll pop a spear on their thingy systems, on their oxygen systems, and go! Bang, 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 bang. Oh, I keep forgetting to pop that. Mel has done her job. Let's open this up more to the void. Good. Hey, whoa. Oh, fuck. God, fuck. Shit. Try and take a level off of that. Ow. Well, that was unnecessary damage. The enemy crew's been killed, though. There you go. Good fight, wasn't it? Yeah, brilliant fight. Right? God, you think this cult's bad? You should see the Battle Brothers cult that we're going to be making soon. I do want to play through the cults thing though, so I know which way to direct us when the choices happen to get the to get sexy results, basically. Oh man, but there's a transport vessel down here, but we want to go this way. Choices. Well, we've got plenty of scrap. Let's upgrade our weapon systems so that we can shunt a block of power so everything's online right from the start and all the way through the battle. That is good. Back on sensors, come on now. Haven't even started using this yet. We will do soon. We don't need to yet. Let's go this way. In fact, this will be a good battle to use it on. You encounter a damaged death cult vessel. They begin powering up their weapons. Wait. Deploy the siege bombardment weaponry. Oh, already deployed. Okay. Pop a fire down here, as far away from where we're going to be opening them up there. Xenovirus and stunning and zombies and send Mel in. Good. And just for good measure, slow them all down. Lovely. Bon, don't choke down the poison. Thank you very much. Oh. Back. And another lance. This is why I like having the sensors on. You can't see all the shit that they're going through at the moment, but they're dealing with a bit. They're dealing with a fair bit. Let's take that offline if we can. There we go. Vented, on fire, everyone running around, not knowing what's fucking going on. My kind of battle. No. Get out of there, Beavis fucks. This is why I hate the fact that they've got the slow thing as well. But at least, you know, a good fucks priest is resistant to poison and suffocation. And there we go. So we're getting there. I think we've got enough at this point now to stand a fighting chance against the end boss, dependent on what it is. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what we saved that for. So It's better for us to use this than it is to sell and repair. It's more expensive. It's the second time that Morpheus has patched up this crate. Let's pop his ballistic shield back on. Outstanding. And to the shop. Come on, the demonic one. That is pretty good. Oh, we've only got one war cultist. Oh, fuck off. We were given that earlier. No. Filled with regret. These are all rubbish. It's one of the things that I don't know if it happens, but if you do the nodes that then allow you to kind of theme your run, if it actually has any effect on the shops and what kind of items that they can give you. Like, for instance, if you associate yourself with the death cult, you're more likely to see there's various weapons that do poison damage and create toxic clouds. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't think it is. If it isn't, though, it should be, I think. That is good. Immunity to hull damage and system damage from enemy projectiles for the first 25 seconds, which during these encounters is where we're going to take it. But that's a lot of scrap for something that I will probably get rid of. Although we're not buying anything. Yeah, I've convinced myself we're getting it. Might regret that decision later. Right, we need to get these shields up a notch. But that kind of stops us having to do it straight away. And on we go. I am waiting for the time that I look up here and I'll be like, oh fuck, when did we leave Mel behind? I'm gonna do it. I guarantee I'm gonna do it before the end. You encounter the remains of a starship. Its structure has almost completely been replaced by Melitivorous. Is that a word? Melilivorous. Melilivorious. I've never seen that word in my life. Melilivorious organisms. Oh, can't we go and shoot them? Toxic clouds again. It happens a lot when he goes upside down in Hell Super. Yeah, I'll bet. I'll bet. This way, then, I guess. You hear a strange gurgling sound and you realise that there's more members of the sex cult on the other ship. A disfigured, disease-ridden plague ogrin lights up on your control screen and begins babbling about your surrender. You shut off the comms channel and prepare for battle. Idiot. Right, let's have some fire here. Nope. Fire here. It's not with these ones as well. You want to go for the bigger rooms because it sets more instances of fire, but we kind of have to put it all the way over here so that that's going to connect to that. That's going to get vented still as well. There's not a good shot that we can take, but it does open up huge swaths of the ship. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, we need to take their weapons system out. I don't want to have to deal with this. Let's do that. And then let's go stun and teleport and zombies and me and xenovirus. I mean, it should be a yes virus. Oh, double miss. So this is the stage that we're getting to now, is enemies will still have a bit of evasion even when we stun and put their pilots into combat, which is unfortunate, but that's the price we pay. Probably always. I'm sorry, Kim. No one's getting vented on this ship. Everyone's too important. Everyone's too important, especially our Fox priests. Good. More venting, more flame. Good. Back you come. Yeah, I mean, I made that statement. How accurate that is, we shall see. Ow. Oh yeah, 25 seconds. That's great. There you go. So that's, I mean, I'm not going to say it's paid for itself, but that's already done its job. It's during that initial 25 seconds feels like nothing, but it is during those 25 seconds that they nip away at your hull with those initial barrages. You know, it'd be a good 40 seconds before they'd be able to get 2 of those off. So yeah, good. It's working. I mean, we're going to be getting rid of it for something powerful, but it does a job for now. Again, another one that's kind of useless against them bosses, because the first 25 seconds isn't that important. It's important for you taking control of the enemy vessel and dictating the course of the battle. However, if the battle stretches on, which it often does, you know, these 25 seconds have long ended. So you detect a plague cult ship approaching your ship with weapons activated. One of the other suggestions that I was going to have as well, but you'd have to be clever with balancing it, is something that reduces spell cooldown time, maybe even just by a second or 2 or something like that, so that it's not too overpowerful, or make it like 5 seconds but incredibly expensive. I'd love something like that, but just me. That's just me. Let's pop this flame here, that there. That means there's a compartment that will be vented between zombies there. Stun this. Teleport in. Technovirus. That. Lovely. Can't get through those shields. Do need to... Yeah, let's concentrate on bringing that down. Let's do that as well. Let's sit here, so that's powered down, or taking an additional point of power off of them, which could potentially stop their weapons. They still got a volley off now. But we've been saved again. Saved again by the temporal shroud. The enemy crew has been killed. He said it remains fine for you. Like, lovely. Lovely. That took a bit of a pound in there, though. No surprises there. This is a sex cult ship, apparently. And we move on. An abandoned shipyard floats into view. It appears to be a safe place to rest. We ain't resting. We're going to scavenge munitions, though, I think, because we don't need anything else. No. Good. That choice always seems to be between 6 and 9 munitions, which is good. See if we can get some sexy ship armaments here. Something better than the flame lance, and trade that in. Something more on theme. I'd love a second kinetic lance. There is a destroyed cultist vessel here. You're able to scavenge a weapon from the wreck. Anyone actually need a gat? Nope. Never mind. Carry on, everybody. Oh, hang on. Get in there. Keep forgetting we've got that as well. Terrible memory. Terrible, terrible. Who would have thought? On we go. You arrive at the jump node just in time to see a death cult vessel land a crippling strike on another starship. The second starship also bears the heraldry of the death cults. Ooh, squabbling. The burst vessel departs, leaving only the crippled starship drifting helplessly before you. We can contact the ship, finish off the survivors, or have the death cultists contact the ship. Tell Zombie to talk to him. Have a word, Zombie. Your cultist speaks with the commander and is able to establish a rapport. The commander explains his falling out with his rival. After the battle, his rival left him here to die. Let me join you. All I ask in return is the chance to hunt down my enemies. I assumed that Plague Ogren would have a deep London accent. We have a Golgothian Legionnaire now. Another ship's bouncer. We can put him on door control, which then means that Zombie can concentrate on his job. And we can give him the ion pistol. Would anybody like to be my sex ogren for Zombie? Cool. So we have an unnamed if you would like to be part of the crew. You don't even need to ask at this point either. Just type a comment and I'll go, aha, you're not on the crew yet. So if you don't like asking, which, you know, the whole motto of the channel, or part of the motto of the channel is don't ask, don't fucking get. So, but yeah, just type any random nonsense. Oh my god, this stream's amazing. Oh, I didn't forget to like and subscribe. Any nonsense like that in the comments. And if it's a new name that isn't part of the crew, you're in, whether you want to be or not. Maybe that's why they don't comment. On we go. Let's go. Yeah, we said here because we pick up some equipment as well. That's a big gun. We can't possibly support that on this ship. Maybe we can. Maybe we can. I want this. Who can actually wear it? There you go. For your excellent work aboard the last ship, Zombie, it looks like you're going to be getting some heavy Duraplate, which stops you being squishy. This, in my opinion, for the... I mean, this is good, but this one is arguably better. Each kill restores 10 life. One of the problems that you can have with boarders is when they start getting low on life, you have to kind of start resting them and not using them. If they're gaining life as they're getting kills, happy days. And we have Mel now fighting in medium rooms to get the most out of this. It doesn't have the same level of impact as this one can have. If you have healing things on your crew that you can put onto your boarder, then this is better. But being kind of not self-sustaining, but so that goes there, and then obviously I want to be soul threshing. No, I think Von soul threshes, doesn't she? I'm sure she's told me that that's one of her hobbies previously. Likes a good soul thresh to Zarvon, because that's what librarians do, apparently. I'm making that up. And then our sex ogren gets a spiked club, so he can do his job in the dungeon better. And see, thing is, like, I wouldn't make this stream weird. It's you lot that have made this stream weird. It's nothing to do with me. Absolutely nothing. We get rid of the flame lance. We pick up macro disruptor. That's really good. It only does one shot, but hang on. No, that's not the one that I... Oh, 5 ion damage. I don't... No, that one's not very good. There's one that has an incredibly quick charge time. That in combination with the siege cannon that we've got basically means that even at 4 shields and their shields working, they can never keep their shields up. Storm cannon. It is great. It is great, and we shall take it in the hopes of being able to power it at some point in the future. Yeah, to be fair, it snowballed from there, you're not wrong. We don't need this now. Zombie gets his heavy Duraplate, bringing him up to a 50. 30's not bad. That's like in the category of medium. It's like your 15s and your 20s like Von that can easily be like one-shotted by certain craft weaponry or go down really quickly to boarders. Right, how the fuck? I mean, we could do that and then just power that like that, couldn't we? Yeah. And then. So we can start using our storm cannon straight away. And then if we get the scrap, we can try and get the other ones powered up. Because this is, by the time this is powered up, this will be getting to the end, and then this will destroy most ships' weapon systems in one volley. 6 shots takes down many layers of shielding, and then will do some damage to ships. So, hello Von, thank you Von. We were just saying how one of, I'm pretty sure it was you who told me that one of a librarian's pastimes / hobbies, if they take it that far, is a good soul threshing. So we have given you the soul thresher. It was a timely, timely re-entry to the stream, Von. Good job. On we go. She now threshes souls. Submit before Gorgoth's putrid might. Putrescent might. Indeed. Okay. Will. Let's go here. What have they got? Saber missiles. The weaponry isn't too bad. We do need to upgrade our shields. Although this, 30 crew damage if it hits. That's enough to kill some of you guys. And does it fire? Oh, it only fires 1 shot. It's not too bad then. This is... Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. We've got this. This is working for us. It's working! Do that there. Do this here. We do... I mean, you're still screeching. You're still screeching. You'll never stop screeching. You've just added soul threshing to the repertoire now. Let's pop. Yeah, I suppose I'm kind of fearful of that. Let's get that there. And go! Stop interrupting my casts, man. Gods. That's going to hurt them a lot, actually. So note how I move from here to here, and their shields have automatically gone down by 1. That's thanks to Mel's ability of reducing maximum power of. Good. That's that off and out of commission. We're probably staying. Let's do that. Make sure all of their weaponry is offline so they can't hurt us. Good. And then the storm cannon will finish round off proceedings. It's an awful long time to charge though. Even with Von tapping away at the console. There goes the shots. Lovely. Yep. Into the engine room. Oh, that's the last guy. Oh no, that's the last guy. That's the last guy? That's the last guy. Lovely. The enemy crew has been killed. Except remains. Lost of scrap. Lovely. And return. Von. No. Get to work. No. Change round. Excellent work, everybody. Aboard this ship, that's, yeah, standard uniform. Standard uniform. Did I bring Mel back? Yeah. Good. With the character that you are, Mel, I can almost guarantee you that you'll survive. Whether you'll be on board our ship or a rotting husk full of holes populated by the dead, that's the problem. I try to ignore it, but deep down in my heart, K2, I know. So you know how I was saying exclusion zones are a problem for us? They could still be, but we should be alright. But this is where we'll get enough scrap to hopefully do everything that we want to. So for those not in the know on it as well, the exclusion zones are the hardest zones, but they have the most sectors, so they've got the most chance for more shit, basically. You arrive on the outskirts of the exclusion zone. I can't say the word demarcated correctly every time. Class 6 is a thing. Continue. Space meeting. Ooh. Yeah, look at that. Look how many sectors there are in there. And we get to visit all the shops on the way. And we'll probably kick the guys in at the bone shrine on the way again as well. Unless we get any... Oh, yeah, we do need to come up here. So, got to be careful. But we might get... Like, what the game will probably... it might give us a choice. You should always... One of the things I do try and do, unless I'm plotting specifically for, is always try and go for a node that leads to 2, if they're unnamed ones. Because one of them may be an event. The other one, like a named event here. The other one may not be. And a lot of the time I've been lured into that choice, and it's then sent me on the wrong path, so I can't get back down to the shop that I want to visit. The problems of a space captain. You are passing through a vast asteroid field spanning the region when you happen upon a derelict shipyard. Preliminary scans indicate this facility possesses a unusually high level of automation. It's one of the ones where you can randomly lose a crew member. Well, if it is, we'll just investigate those. You cover some salvage. Fair enough. No risk whatsoever. Up we go. Your sensors detect nothing apart from the strange fleeting signatures of nearby rift storms. You move on. We do, talking of that actually, we want to increase our sensor array. We also want to increase our engines by 2. I forgot to do this earlier. We should have done this a lot earlier. You always want your engines at least level 3, whether they are powered or not. And I think you always want your sensors at least level 2, even if they're manned or not. And the reason being is it can give you additional choices in some of the random events that can come up. And by doing this, not only are you improving your ship, but you've got a chance of those events hitting and then getting what you've spent back. Improvement with chance of reward, and I think the most I've ever seen it need is 3, and as I said, it doesn't need to be powered, so that's a thing, or at least that's my understanding of it. Yeah, cool, let's go kick the guys into the bone shrine again. Hey guys, the sex cult's back. You sense a malefic presence. A possessed vessel is attacking you. Ay. Oh, that's going to damage the stupid throne. I hate bloat mites. They weren't that good. They weren't that impressive when we were playing previously, but they're really good when they're against you. I have to kill that, which means it's definitely going to do damage to that subsystem, which is really fucking annoying. Right, unnamed Gathian Legionnaire, go and kick that bloat mite's arse. This is no good now. Mel's no good over there either. But we could do that and send Mel over quick sharp to go and nab that crate. Oh, we need the zombies over there as well. We need this. That. Good. Mel job done. Fucking hell, 92? That's a silly amount of scrap. Absurd. How the... What? Oh, fuck, a teleport Mel. Ah, you fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. So that door should have been reinforced and held the bloat mite behind it so that it didn't move into here and explode on one of our subsystems, damaging it. But because the guy that's doing the bouncing moved off the console, it depowered the doors. Silly boy. Right, cool. Done. Let's fire one of those. Have you got your silly demon heart ability? Yes, you have. Fuck off. Console in a minute. In the meantime, do this. And then Sexnovirus that. That's that cast. Right, quickly repair this now. You guys switch over. I'll have to remember about the ship's bounces roll this time. Forget orders. Oh. Again. again, saved again. This is taking no damage off us. Might as well let it hit. Must remember we have the shield ability. This is going to go off as well. Might start banging those shields away. Right, that can come off. This can go on. And that. Good. That's the heart dealt with. This is good. Let's stun that to try and give the skeletons a bit of a fighting chance. Oh, it did. Lovely. And more storm cannony goodness. There. Went through. Oh yeah, we're siege cannon now. Good. 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 Great. Everything's great. I got like 150 scrap out of that one battle. Good scrap. Right, that needs to go up to top level at some point, so we might as well do it now. Do we need extra energy? We can take it off of... Oh no, we can't take it off of that, can we? Because it's provided by a flux engineer. Right then, Doc Fucks. Let's get you off of... No, not Doc Fucks. Beavis Fucks. Onto there. Onto there. We need the ship's bouncer off of that. Maybe I am. No, that's not going to work either. Need more crew! Is there a way that I could do it? Those don't need power, so having a flux engineers there is useless. Could put one of the flux engineers there. Bomb doesn't need to be on that console. We can then put that one there. He can ship's bouncer here. And then that's everywhere powered. That's up the top whack. Good, 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 good. The only problem with relying on flux... I'm saying it on purpose now. Flux priests is that if, say, a department gets fire, poison, vented, you have to move them out, and then that can cause issues. That can cause issues. We do have a stunt crew, but I think we need one more. We need one more. Anyone in the chat want to be a Plague Ogren? I've got one going. He is unnamed. Right, cool. Let's go and kick in their teeth in just a moment. How far are we off the next shop? Not far. I want to keep some scrap for the next shop, so let's not do too big an upgrade. Let's get a bit of energy to cover that problem that I just talked about. Engines for now. Cool. Want to have at least 100 going towards a shop. More if it's like a weapons or equipment shop as well. A great mass of human bones, blah, 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 blah. We've seen it before. We're transporting human bones as it happens as well. But it's a different kind of bone. Right. On with that. And off with this. On with that. Goes there. We'll target something with that now, so I don't forget to activate it. We'll do this here, this here, technovirus there, zombies there, spellcasting here, and Mel goes up here to stop them casting. Good. And carry on. And gone. Good. Outstanding. And have one of those so that you don't get your zombie cast off. Good. as well. Again, that's been brilliant so far. That's stopped us losing a lot of health. Never rated that one much. We are not pledging ourselves to the god of death. We already have a god. Already have one. Again, as well, Dev, just in case. I would like a... I mean, you've got to know your Warhammer 40k to create a game like this. Must do. But I'd like something on the pleasure god, perversion god, Slaneshi or Slanesh side of things. Where did we say we were going? We're going there. Intruders, eh? Right, now the doors will stay closed when we send our Legionnaire into D. Let's go there and teleport Mel. Mel needs to go and do that. And then we'll... Oh, I can't do that. No. Yes, slow. That way these dogs won't get to her in time, so she'll be able to smash that crate open. Love a bit of... They do love a bit of twisted pleasure. Do indeed. That there. This here. This here. Helps. Oh yeah, and reactivate that as well. Good. Lovely. That's 65 scrap for nothing. We'll let Mel finish that off. There's another member of crew, and she gets her life back from it because of the life stealy thingy. That's a technical term, just in case anyone was wondering. And everyone back to stations. Zombies. What about zombies? Can you forget about the zombies? It's the one thing, I think I've said it before. Oh, that's going to go on there. The one thing that I don't like. That beep beep is usually a member of your crew getting to low life. The fact that it does it for summons gets me on edge every time. I'm like, who's dying? Oh, it's a skeleton. It saved us so much damage. Path of the... Oh, yeah. Path of the Archon is definitely up there with my favourite books. Big fan of Path. I also obviously love the Malice Darkblade stuff as well, which Dark Elves, but not it all. Yeah. Dracari, but of a different period. Oh, they still got one off. Bastards. What can I do about that? No, not really. Can't even shriek them. Ah, well, never mind. Right, that on, that off. This, no, they should. Come on, zombies. Kick this thing's ass. That's the wrong room for you to go for that on. Good. Oh, that's worked out nice. And then this... here. Don't need to worry about that now. Good. And as long as we can get this working, this should give us the firepower that we need to finish the boss. It's a lovely amount of scrap. Excellent. Didn't forget Mellook. Every time I glance up at this part, I hope that I haven't left her behind. And trade. Ooh. I like that one. It's not amazing, but it is cool. I've got to take it, haven't I? Because what doesn't scream hentai tentacle sex porn than a Stygian worm gyrating around our ship? Yep, that's coming on board. And is there something better? Burden is not the one. I was thinking of Drain. Force shield is very good. Good for embosses. We could get ourselves a dominatrix, does that say? It's actually quite cheap for what it's doing as well. I think we need one of those. I can put that on our last console. Cool, I've got 2 unnamed. If anybody wants to help us out, anything in the comments, you can be part of the crew. I don't even care what you say at this point. If you're not already in, just a comment. This game's shit. You're on board. So I now have the ability to temporarily summon a Stygian worm. The submerged lord who strangles his foes, we beseech thee. I've had some good runs where I've had him with that and teleport, because this summons a Stygian worm on board our ship, so ship's defense, and occasionally it'll sprout tentacles about the place, so watch your asses, everybody, or not aboard this ship anyway. And if you teleport to the enemy vessel and then pop it, they then have a Stygian worm on their ship. Lovely little combo. I like it anyway. And I don't think we need anything else. I mean, there it was. Teleport all crew in target room to random rooms. If it wasn't the random room, I might have got that one. If it was the targeted room. Although... play it safe or teleport me to the enemy ship where if I die we lose. Choices. I think we'll play it safe. Oh dear. Not yet. Not yet, but we are hopeful. I mean, actually, having said that, no, I'm completely wrong there. No, we do. We do. I can't remember who's got it, though. No. Yes, our unnamed Plague Ogren has a spiked club. Hey, too. There you go. We attack those Imperial ships. Cool. Yeah, we'll start. So now we're at the point where we've got enough munitions to activate this for every single fight. So we might as well. That goes there. Ooh. Unnamed Asher Priest needs to go up here so that I can see to activate, because it is silly for us not to be using that each time. Put them amidships. It's there. This goes here. Teleport there. Shriek that. Off we go. Oh good, we're off against Space Marines now, everyone. GG's. Let's get that one. Fighting that captain now, good stuff. Back out. We get that up as well, so that shields, kind of shields systems, but also shields the weapons department. That's the one that I'm concerned about, so we can keep firing. This will absorb some hits. These force shields as well, they're good. I really rate them for taking on chaos ships, because if you can position that guy where the chaos heart summons coming, you can stop a lot of shit happening on your ship because it hits the bubble. It doesn't get cast, which is good. That online and add to what the siege weaponry is already doing. There you go, that saved us. Well, coulda. We need to get our shields on the level as well next. Good. Everything working as intended, and then storm cannon. Lovely. That siege cannon just doing work. Brilliant. Like a fucking automated defense turret. I love it. The vicinity becomes clustered with siege bombardment shells. Go pick them up. The cultists express their gratitude and give you some of their supplies while moving on. Well, they're getting all fleshy. They're fleshy. Fleshy regions for everyone. We'll snort them later. And we go there. See if we can pick up this module the time after. Technocult pilot contacts you for help, lamenting the corruption of his starship's machine core by an infernal sentience. His starship appears to be undergoing a radical transformation, and you soon witness the pilot consumed by rapidly mutating structures surrounding him. The newly mutated vessel targets your ship. Oh, good. Oh, good. And we've got orders as well. Going deal. Good. Let's get that up. Let's get those across. Let's get that shot. We can't xenovirus when in combat. Let's go. Have you got demon heart? Something's demon check. Keep that suppressed. Good. Now here's something that I wanted to try. Maybe that. No, it doesn't power down the heart. I was kind of hoping it might slow it, but it does. Which is unfortunate. That would have been a nice counter. Xenovirus. There we go. Now we can do it. Now that Morpheus can properly concentrate. Cock blocked indeed. Cock blocked indeed. I know who. I'll rename it in a minute. I know. I should have done it sooner. I mean, he's not watching, so he shouldn't be. I actually had Weebles over today in IRL, or IRL, as the kids would say. Good. Damage, we like that. More lance strikes, lovely. That heart's yipping up already. Suppress this. 4 seconds left. Get it off every fucking time. Oh, fuck off. He's got stunned. Ugh. Yeah, all good. All good. Let's go. Weapon system. Ooh. I didn't. That's a waste now. Doing it this late into play. Have they taken our shields down? They have. Some fucking ion weaponry bastards. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, it hit the shield. Oh, well, it hit something and not the ship. This is good. To be fair, that's not too much of a waste. This could be quite a prolonged battle. You will not fall. Quite right. Good. Good, good, good. For that long battle. Siege bombardment cannon, ladies and gents. And that misses. Oh, it just disappears. Good. Get out of there. Don't choke yourself, Morpheus. It's not that kind of I suppose it probably is that kind of ship. Right. Okay. Yeah, let's yeah, sorry, I'll do it anyway. Weebs. Should have put Weeble in. Weeble can be our sex dungeon master, because that's basically his role. I mean, he's dressed for the occasion, isn't he? Dressed for the occasion. Yeah, it could be indeed. Right. We're starting to get to the point where we need more shields. So let's do that now. And now back onto there. So now we've got 3 layers of void shields. Good. And we go for those ions. You arrive in the middle of a large ion storm and immediately ambushed by enemy craft. The fools. There. Shields up. Zombies there. Shuriken there. Technovirus there. Teleport Mel into the command throne. Perfect. And then we'll sap that. And we'll pop that there. Hopefully. Oh, they've already sent me some bastards. Let's do that as well, just to make sure that this is ended quickly. Oi! They always go for the oxygen systems. Buggers. Close enough to deal with that. Go on, Weebs. Off you go, son. Can you get it before they bugger up life support? Hopefully so. Yes, he can. Send. Beavis fucks in to help. Cool. Good. I keep forgetting to summon that. Should have summoned that. It would have gone and done the job. Lovely. Back to stations. You to there. That was a bad idea to move Beavis. Oh. Oh, actually, Mel's doing a cracking job over there, look. Perfect. Bring her back. Lovely. Back to there. Fucking Weeps took a pounding. Like a good sex dungeon master should. And pop that back there. Marvelous. Let's get some more energy because we might as well up. Not costing us a lot to get that energy, so we might as well have that at maximum as well. We've got a ways away before we're going for modules. If we can get a decent module, something that ties in, preferably to do with casting, that'd be great. You pass through a deep space region affected by a massive rift storm. The chaotic energy of the rift distorts the surroundings, but the space remains barren. Move on. Oh man, we want more scrap. Give us those scraps. Skeleton, where? There. Kick his ass, Weeble. Right, shields on. That goes on there to suppress the heart. Zombies go here because we want the box. Technovirus that. Oh, actually, that's a point. We do want to teleport Mel in somewhere because she can reduce the evasion just by being in the room. I think it's at its most by... No, that does control the ship's manoeuvring. So if we put Mel there on the heart, just whilst our shots are being fired, it'll affect the evasion chance. This is another way to deal with these. Again, assault cyborgs. So good. So very good. Let's... Oh. One at a time. One at a time. Let's fire that all off. Is that instant? It is. It's very good. We didn't do this. We want to do that. Good. Another one of what you got. Terror missiles. Hull damage per shot. Ooh, we should be okay though. Good. Worm. I'll come back. Heart is fully suppressed. Good. Don't have to deal with the demon incursions. They can't back through our shields, but we can get through theirs. And then that one there. They always get a missile off. Doesn't matter what you do. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, starting to get a bit of slowdown here now. We're getting a lot of things on screen. Marvellous. There you go, look. That was that. He's moving about. I thought that was the tentacle summon. Yeah, raised tendrils. Gribbly. And that goes on Weebs. He's a bit slower, but now a lot. Well, it wasn't squishy to begin with. And oh, I did bring Mel back. Yes, yes. Carry on. Crary. So yeah, this again, if you halve the number of scrap that we're basically getting from everything, and usually probably almost double the crew of most ships, that's Torment level 12, basically. It's just bollocks sometimes, it really is. Right, zombies go here. This goes there. We send Mel in so that the lance strike hits xenophobic, their weapon systems. Raise those shields. Deploy the siege bombardment cannon. Go. Come. Not missing. Oh, good room for that to happen in, because that's who I was going to send to deal with it. Outstanding. Still got 4 seconds, so we don't need to raise shields. This needs to go down. Ugh. Yeah, that needs to go down. We can raise the hyper shields to deal with that. Don't choke Chris. Ow. So it's all well and good me saying, oh yeah, I can raise the hyper shields. Actually got to press a button though. Gotta remember to press the button though. And that should end it. Oh, we haven't got the crate. Oh, this is going to cost us damage. Oh, no, it won't. Hang on. Quick, Mel. In you get. Grab the crate. Is this going to blow up? No. Do this. Get the crate. Get out. Lovely. Snatch and grab. Back to sensors. Now, that's all she wrote. Lovely. Ugh. Bloody parting shots with these stupid subspace crap. Lovely. Back on shields. Marvellous. And save. And carry on. You arrive at distress signal and find a drifting Imperial merchantman. Oh, thank the throne! We were on our way from Folklore Epsilon to Vandaloris 3 when a subspace flare caught us. We have no idea where we are. Our stellar atlas has gone haywire. Destroy them. And 381 scrap. With nowhere to flee, the merchantman makes for easy prey. You discover in the smouldering wreckage some valuable scrap. The other option can get us something. We don't need some things at the moment. Scrap is king right now. For what we want, we can... that amount of scrap, we should really just get our shields up to max. We'll do it after we've... What's it going to cost us? 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's wait a second. And then, so this is what I was talking about as well. Instead of going here, where the next choice is only one node, which will lead to here, if we go here, the next choice will be between 2 nodes. One of those might be a special event that we can then go to, and then we beeline down to here. All part of the grand stratagem. Alright, starship idols in the distance seems to be suffering from some sort of supernatural corruption. Don't worry, we're all about exercising corruption. Then incising said corruption. There. Don't need that. Shield. Stygian worm first. Then there. We'll stun that to help her boarding action. And zombies. There. Marvellous. Yep, let's stay on there for a minute. So I get the other shot off. Which can go... Oh, no, shift missiles aren't too bad in this situation. Lovely. Back we come. Back on sensors. Didn't deploy the shield. That, rather. Silly boy. Do that one. Right, press the heart a little. That's Morpheus's job. Morpheus's job, rather. Always get it off, no matter how hard you try. Wish there was some kind of module that gave a counter to that or something. Good. Oh, good. Oh, marvellous. Great cast by them, the pricks. You means poison. That doesn't matter. You means suffocation. That. Yes. That should be it. Excellent. Even more scrap. Cool. I foresee the last fight being a foregone conclusion. Might be foreshadowing. Yep. Yep. Didn't work out this time, but I've done it a few times. Again, as well, I do like to go to this one because this will, I almost guarantee this will be a special event, so it's like, choice! Steady on, Muff. You come across an Imperial vessel firing upon a nearby space colony. Life pods stream from the colony in all directions as its former inhabitants try to escape the onslaught. You hear an open broadcast from the Imperial ship. Attention, citizens of colony whatever. Heretical activity has been detected within your ranks and closing in on the ship. Because what we're doing on board is definitely heretical. Your lives are now forfeit. May the immortal king have mercy on your souls. We attack the Imperial ship. This should be quite a quick one. Who's there? Zombies up here. Technovirus that. Shriek this. Teleport in on that. Summon the worm. A few shots there. 7. No, that's dying now. Oh. Slow. Batter. Hey. Double fire. Piss off. See, could have just moved them out, vented that to space. They wouldn't have taken hardly any HP loss. But no. No, had to fight it. Go there. Ooh. Let's bring Mel back. Hey, look, I've got to get in on the action somehow. Yes, you can't have it all. Captain of this ship, gods be damned. I've got to do something remotely sexy. Ah, oh, Mel, why you teleport directly back into a vented part of the ship? Oh, what about the worm, indeed? Bonus. Ooh, you receive a transmission from one of the life pods. Its occupant thanks you for dealing with the Imperials and offers to join your sex cult crew. What you got? Cast poisonous projectiles. That doesn't sound very sexy. Don't suffocate. Let's get you on sensors, and then I don't have to keep rushing Mel back there every time I teleport her across. We could do, actually, with put in. So this is the other thing that I found with the shield bubble. You'll see that every now and again, Zombie will get his casts interrupted by various actions by the ships. If I keep him within the force bubble, his zombies will almost always go off. And that is only be a good thing. That's a silly amount of scrap to have. We can buy it all! It's these sort of situations, right? You've got enough to buy everything. It'll all be crap. It is... That is good. That is good. But we haven't got the weaponry for it. Begin fights with fully pre-charged weapons. What? Actually, it's not bad. It's not bad. But we're kind of relying on these two. We don't even need these. We don't need that. We don't need that. So that's an extra scrap. If we do get this, it gets rid of the other thing. It'd be good if we had more weapons. Getting in fights with fully pre-charged weapons is silly behavior, usually. Enemy loses 10% evasion. That's not bad. 10%'s not a lot, but increased percentage chances for hit is always good. Got plenty of money, and although we're saving ourselves a lot of damage through these normal encounters, basically this could help us with the in fact that helps us with the opener against the end boss even more so. More phallic weapon. Well, this does look like a penis, K2, so does this. I mean, it all could really, couldn't it? Be disruptive missile. Charge. That's the one that I was looking for previously. Fury missiles. Right. We've got the munitions for it, or at least we've got the scrap to purchase the munitions. Let's cap things off with missiles. Let's get rid of the Gladius. Let's buy a Fury missile. Not amazing amounts of damage, but very quick loading. Let's power that, and we can make it even quicker by upgrading it. Now let's have a look at our upgrade situation. We've got that to maximum. That we definitely need. That to maximum is always good. That's then full shielded. Then if we can upgrade that by one with some more power, that has a 15 charge speed. Weebs now has a job. Converted his sex dungeon into a missile bay. Good. Multiple uses there. We've still got a decent amount of scrap. Ooh. Now that we're going to be firing missiles, that's going to start eating away at our ammo. So what we'll do is we'll repair ourselves up to top, And we'll buy plenty of ammunition so that we can just not have to worry about what we use it on and what we don't. We just... again, an automatic button here, because you don't have to target that, you just have to press that. An automatic button here for siege bombardment I would like, because I'd like that to go off automatically. But then there's also the element of there's times where you won't want it to go off automatically, and if you leave it on, it's wasting resources. So I think that kind of balances it out, because I always forget. Memory. One of my most powerful onboard ship weapons, and I forget to press the fucking button. Off we go. You emerge from subspace inside the murky depths of a rift storm. An old starship floats into view. It looks like it has been drifting for centuries. We investigate those. Oh, for fuck's sake. You deploy a boarding team to check out the old starship. Unfortunately, their sexual antics made them miss the fact that it was ridden with rift storms, and they brought them back with them. Alarms begin sounding on your console, indicating the presence of multiple subspace breaches. Great. Fantastic. Somebody sort this shit out. One more there. Cool. Everyone try not to choke, whether you like it or not. Back in. Back in. No. There. And there. Good. Good. Right, is that correct? No. What have I done wrong? I've put something in the wrong place. Fuck. Did I save it? I did. Fuck, but a long time ago. You go right, you there, you up there. Zombie goes here to stop him having his casts interrupted. Do we have... Oh, no, we... No. We've got extra power. That's where the extra power was. So there was nothing wrong. Right. Save. Think. Yep. Infernal energy. Who would have thought? So these Fury missiles, yeah, they charge time of 6 seconds, which means that we can have a constant flurry of Fury. This is what we want. Someone deal with this skeleton. And let's make use of that to make sure we don't take any return damage. Do that by pounding away at... No weapon systems initially. Let's do that. Shields up. Zombies over. Technovirus this. Send in the Mel. Worm, then shot. Perfect. Ah, it didn't land. It didn't land. Now recall. Good. Well, you stay there now. Good. And Fury missile. They're not going to get through our shields with that alone. Let's do that. Thanks, Grison. Fucking hell. I've spaced people for less, Grison. You call it. Alright, let's try saving the station. Again, good. Well spotted, Grison. Bloody slacking. Slacking in his old age. Who would have thought, Weebs? Who would have thought? Silence. That one. Good. That should be all over. And then we end it with that one. And back to stations. Marvellous. 50 scrap. We'll take that. Take that to the bank. Okay. Cool. I think we've got one sector left and then boss. So we're looking pretty good here, I think. I think we've got this one. We're reasonably powerful. But it can go all to shit on the end boss. It often does. Let's side with the... So part of the reason why I like this, the ancient Synodrome, which has been doing fucking God's work for us, it's, you know, literally just taking the HP of enemy crews down, where when you are actively sending boarders in is always going to be useful, and it's every single boarder and enemy crew that are aboard your ship as well. And it then makes sense to start going after the more squishy of the things. So like Imperials usually have quite a lot of HP on all of their guys. They're not particularly special, but they do have a lot of HP. So 5 to 22 damage off of them isn't that great. We know that death cultists are squishy. This will kill death cultists. So on that basis, we'd be better off going after the cultists. Like, all of these will take some damage now as well, which will hopefully be enough to kill them. Yeah, it killed one of them there, look. Good. And Weebs, as long as you return to your console, you can go and help the fight over there. We'll have a worm. We'll have zombies. We'll have a shield. Can't do that, but we will do that. Send Mel in. That was late, but anyway. Good. Good. Worm doing its job there. Excellent. Back on your console and stay there, Weebs. He snags the kill? No. And back to preserve the health of Mel. Pop one of those there. Fuck! Oh, it doesn't matter, we've still got 7 seconds and they're almost dead. Let's go there, and... Ah, he's getting a heal. What a prick. Yeah, we do want to kill them. Extra damage in the ass there, lovely. Good recall. Marvellous. Right. Return to stations. Yes. What are we doing as told? Look at this. Look at this. It's because of the sex benefits, I feel, this time round. You're all behaving. It's not because of the threat of venting. It's not the cons of being on the ship, it's the pros. Oh, no, we haven't got another sector. We are straight on to boss time. So, yeah, I was going to say about streaming Wednesday. I'm potentially looking at doing exfil. I kind of wanted to hold out until they'd sorted the fucking MetaQuest Developer Hub view out, but I'm getting to the point where I can start showing off some things and doing some things, and then I'm hoping to get to the point where any of you that want to start playing that game but thinking it might be a bit intimidating, well, I can come along and newbie sit you. So, and I'll also make a point of playing with some others that do play it as well, just to give people an idea. You arrive at the Imperial core words. Ahead of you lies the terrible artifact known as the Vault of Souls. Ooh, we don't need any crew, so we want to avoid that. There is equipment though. I don't think we need any equipment either. Don't think. Like, you're gonna need to take up that service, Von. You need to be there. Happily, because the thing with a good extraction shooter is it is an uphill battle at the beginning, and if you can't get established, it can remain uphill and almost insurmountable. Whereas you have someone like me getting you some things initially, it isn't about the charity of it, it's about giving you the time to learn the game. Like, it's part again, you know, I never had that time to learn the game. I was terrible at Ghosts of Tabor looking back at it. It's always scrabble. It always felt like I was constantly scrabbling on that game and could never get established. So, not so on exfil. No, sir. Right, well, we've got to pick a direction, so we'll go. I think we need him on board. He's got multiple faces. Imagine what we could do with that on our ship. A strange starship is visible ahead. Dark energy streams off its ports and it's bearing down towards you with infernal speed. This here. Sex note that. This. Stun it. Zombies. Force shield. Worm out. And that, because I don't want a heart boarding. Ooh, and this. And I remembered. And that will do. What we need to preserve Mel's life here. She needs to be full going into the last battle. You say that. You say that, Kim. Let her get killed. Connect plants there. Zombies going in. Course, solid miss there. Brilliant. We should put that down though. And that goes. The heart is reasonably suppressed. Ooh, we're getting close to bingo time though. The shields. They're going to batter that down. Let's do that. And then the shields have not held. Now they do. And let's get some fury up in here. Yeah, I mean, I know you say that, Kim, but if you play it enough, you get an idea of where the enemy spawns, how to deal with the AI, where the good places are to loot, where the high traffic is, where the low traffic is, and then you can play it like I do. But it depends on if you like playing it that way. Like, as I said, initially, and when I'm streaming, there's a reason why I avoid player engagements, because A, you're chancing your gear against theirs and they might have better. B, and in a lot of situations I find, because I play solo, I could be going up against multiple people, not just a 1v1, so even I don't like those odds. Even when you get the drop on a 3-stack, it's a difficult prospect. But then there's also the element of, because I'm streaming and that game is really pushing things, I get that blur in the motion, in the distance, and it can make things difficult for those fights. So again, we come preloaded with excuses for all sorts on this channel. We've got them all covered. All excuses covered. Like, I could say that if we failed this last encounter, it's going to be because all of you lot are having intercourse whilst I'm trying to fight, and it isn't conducive with a fully functioning and, you know, fighting battle vessel, is it? Right, same again. Here and here. Stun captain. This, send in Mel. I'm going to pick my target with this now, because I keep on forgetting to get the initial burst off. Ugh, flame missiles. Ugh. That goes there. Changed my mind on the kinetic target. I want that out of commission. Zombies here. And then we stop. Ooh, do this too. And that. This goes there to make sure that that's out of commission. getting a bit of slowdown. Good, that causes a fire, gets Mel a little bit of health back. Outstanding. Let's have a... Why is that not down? So, again, another benefit of these force bubbles. Shields, missiles are not affected by shields. They pass straight through. They're, like, not kinetic shields. They're shields designed to deal with energy weaponry, I would guess, or energy-based. Or missiles go through for some reason. The slow missile penetrates the shield, it must be. And these barriers will stop missiles if they go into them, which is always good. Take that down. We already have. Lovely. We already have. Don't let them repair it though. Let him ruin all my hard work. There we go. Zombies everywhere. Except in the sex dungeon. Unhygienic. Quite frankly. Just kills here. No, I think we'll lose more life doing that than we'll gain. Let's get this one over nice and quickly so they don't take any retaliatory damage. Thank you very much, Lee. Thanks, Vom. Oh, one of the things that I believe as well, I've mentioned it a few times in streams, that some of the ships don't break apart when they die correctly. And I think that's been addressed now. So everything breaks apart. Brilliant. The enemy vessels always do. It's just some of the ones it's either he forgot to do the little animation or it wasn't working as intended, but I haven't seen that happen yet. Haven't been quite as diverse with my ship choices off streaming. We don't need it. We're not missing anybody, are we? Everybody's accounted for, and I've even got extra crew, so we don't need crew. We don't need equipment. It has, unfortunately, zombie. This game. To be fair, even when I am playing without doing all this dicking about and chatting with you guys, doing the renaming and fucking about and fucking waffling on, the runs, I mean, this is more on the harder difficulties, the runs usually take about 3 hours. So... you do... No, that's... yeah, that is quite right. One of the things that they do... well, it means you've lost 3 hours, zombie. That's what's the problem. I'll tell you what as well. There are no refunds for hours committed to these streams. Thank you, zombie. But yeah, no, I know what you're saying, Kim. One of the problems with that as well is there is one of the modules within your home does allow you to reduce that cooldown, but it's not working at the moment. Oh, well, there you go. Happy days, zombie. Happy days. If only I was. If only I was. I mean, I suppose I kind of have. Where's that go? That goes there. Goes there. Crew pay. That there. That on. Good. And we probably need to remember to fire this. We don't want to be boarding that with him about. Those are brilliant. I wish there was something that was. I wish there was a character that could summon a warbringer. They would have to be incredibly squishy, incredibly, because warbringers just something else. They're so good. Like maybe a ship where you have to complete multiple things to ritually summon a warbringer, but it takes a while, or it takes resources or something. there needs to be quite a heavy cost, or maybe even, hey, here you go, Dev. You have a ship where if you sacrifice a crew member, you can have a chance of summoning a warbringer or one of the higher level demons onto the other ship. That could cause some problems, and make it so that it can't be servitors either. That I can stream. Right then, everybody, who's going into the chop shop next? What were you saying with this connect line shot going there? And then fire. Let's do that too. Give Mel some uninterrupted time kicking the shit out of the heart. Fire that off. Oh, good. The lance missed. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Let's go there. Need to stun that thing before it kicks Mel's ass. Let's load that end. A bit much. That is, we need to start resting Mel ready for the final mission. Please hit. Good. Off on here. These basically have a slightly lesser version of the Soul Thresher. Every kill grants +1 DPS. When you're sending shitty borders over, they can get ridiculous on the DPS side of things. Those shields are going down. Oh, we still got our protection then, so it's all good. We'll let them do what they're doing. Okay. Still their Warbringer falls. Good. Don't want to deal with the zombie heart. Come on, missile. Every time. Every fucking time. Come on, go here. Go here with your stupid greater demon heart. Absolute rubbish that was. Just needed to get the hit with no. And again, 25% chance of a miss. Failed twice. Going, where's it going? Hit the shield, hit the shield. Good. Game. And we'll do that just to make sure. Lovely. Rest Mel, rest Mel. Don't use Mel, rest Mel. Hopefully we've got enough. Ooh. 2, 3. Yeah, that should be enough. Transport vessels. Yeah, this is the choice I'm talking about. Cool stuff if you've got the money. Guaranteed something for nothing. We'll save our scrap because there's lots of upgrades I want to do. Getting shy of munitions though. Gonna need about 20 for that last fight, I reckon. Cool. Shields up. Worm out. Zombies. 2 missile bays. This is excessive. Look at this amount of weaponry. This is disgusting. Zombies here. Stun him anyway. Hold the lance strike for now. We're not sending Mel in. We'll technovirus after we destroy. All that fires off. We do that there. Are these damaging? No, they're not. They're only ion damage, not hull damage. We've still got 25 seconds, so let's bombard them once the 25 seconds are going. Wait for the stun shot to connect, then we'll do that. Good. Technovirus that, so they can't bring systems back online as easily. That might be a quick kill. Bugger, get back. Reserve for health. This here. Cheers, Chris. I hope you survive. Good, nice bunch of scrap there. Storm cannon here. Fury missile. Oh, no, let's hold off on the old Furies. If I activated this, I fucking haven't. I have to use one of these. Good, that's most of their weapon systems down, so it's not really a threat anymore. This here, this here. Take it offline. We'll use the energy elsewhere. Oh. No, we're still here. We're still sexing it up. Enemy crew has been killed. Quite the war of attrition. We need more munitions. So we did get one there. That wasn't too bad. Right. High temperatures. We've got... Look at this amount of scrap. And this is level 5 as well. We're doing very well. Right. Right. But we can spend it very quickly also. So, yes to that. That then means that that missile is coming back at... This, yeah, it's not Twitch. Not Twitch! Oh, no, I'm still going. It's not me, it's you. But yeah, right. Stream ending early to avoid embarrassment. Right, that's the missile system up the top whack. So that is now a 40% charge speed. Which means that our Fury missiles we should be able to shoot off. Nice 2 munition costs, that's what's killing it. We should be able to shoot off one of those every, what? Normally every 6 seconds, so now every 3.5 seconds. So that's pretty quick, so I'll auto-fire that onto the thingy's shield systems when we get to the boss. What else do we need? Engines. Bosh. Sexnovirus, your own YouTube, indeed. Indeed. Evasion's always good. I'm constantly on the command throne, so we don't need that. Door control is good for the last boss. Powers up all of our doors nicely. Are we going to have anything to spend it on between now and then? We're not, so let's get that up to top whack. Big old fucking doors. And oxygen systems upgraded is quite cheap. That does require power, I forgot that. But we can siphon power off of that if we need it for another system. We could do with upgrading our weapons by 3, 4, 5 by 1. Cool. Then that means the kinetic lance can come off offline and this can replace it after the initial salvo. Yeah, pretty fucking spot on ball of big boy ship. You re-enter real space in close proximity to an M-class supergiant. Something feels off. It's that massive fiery sun. And your fears are quickly confirmed when a Corsair vessel emerges from hiding and begins unloading its weapons on you. We need to try and save Mel. Oh, hang on. Because of that, we're doing this little strat first. Stun the pilot. Send in the zombies. There. Let the stun be travelling. Fire that. Here. Shields up. This here too. Technovirus the shit out of that. Good. Fury missiles. We don't need them. We don't need them. We can win this without him. Let's double down. He's got missile systems. Don't want to take any damage. Missed. Good old engine upgrade that was. Let's say that's what it was. Yeah, just put it out. Go and help him, Weeps. Oh. Oh, it didn't matter. Forget about the temporary shielding thingy. Temporal shroud. Lovely. Everything is fine on their ship, just fine. Fuck. Oh, why you do that? Oh, I can teleport Mel out of there. Forget about that. Don't go into the fire, Grizzin. You're not immune to that. There. Lovely. Good. All that scrap and no memory upgrade, indeed. Indeed. Let's close that down. Cool. One more and then it's boss time. Easy, boss. Easy. There is a little activity here beyond the regular logistical traffic. Can't we attack the regular logistical traffic, though? You prepared to move on? Oh, boo. Might as well use a scrap, because we're not going to be able to do anything else with it. If we put 60 of it here, 30 of it there, we haven't got the additional power to power those. But if things are going great, we can shunt power from other systems into them. So it gives us options. Currently well underpowered. That one. Good, 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 good. Good. 90 munitions. Hopefully we can turn that on and it doesn't get damaged to the point of turning off. Then we won't need to redeploy. So we've got... That costs 3 munitions. And then that leaves us 16, so we have 8 Fury missile shots. Cool. And Mel's back up to full health. Which one's that one? That's the chromic one. Why can't we have that ship, eh? And these guns. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. A vast and terrible vessel appears before you. It is a doom engine, an infernal monument to interminable war. Its transmissions are incoherent, but the hostile intent is clear. Tune into the other ship. Kind of like, well, yeah, ours are incoherent, but it's more of a... The enemy ship moves into attack. It always does. Right. We need to start attacking these weapon systems. To be able to attack the weapon systems, we need to bring the shields down. If we can bring the shields down to nothing, we don't have to worry about their energizy thing that then just gives them auto shields. So, with that in mind, let's get the worm involved. Let us bombard this with zombies as soon as they are available. We stun the captain. We send Mel in to deal with the captain. Hopefully she doesn't get her ass kicked. The shields up. The kinetic grabs this. That goes on. We auto fire onto that. And that's about all we can do at the moment. We don't need the oxygen, the additional power and oxygen, so we'll shunt that into engines. let that ride out a second. We get hits on here, which of course we didn't. And we've got summoners as well. Potentially bad. Oh, been interrupted though. Oh yeah, these are going to be soul spears, so they're going to do what this does, which is annoying. Let's try and get another lance strike there. Mel's doing a great job. Technovirus this. They can't repair it if they want to. Orc cannon, storm cannon. And then as soon as those are down, we concentrate on that. What's this? Is that a summon? Oh fuck, that's a Doom effigy. Shit. Hit the shield. Fuck me, that was close. It was probably a Doom effigy. They were trying to do a Grizzon on us. Come on, get that shield down. Bond single-handedly wipes out Brockcore. Borders. Oh, borders. So you can kill him. Good. Teleport back. Oh no, look at the worm. You got technical goodness to deal with. We can't do much more with Mel at this point. Get her to do some surgical strikes to try and get some of that health back soon. Spends the voice dissing out viruses. Yeah, it does indeed. It does indeed. Right. Now we need to start affecting these weapons. Which ones are the bad ones? Fires a powerful beam. If we take out the other ones, we don't need to worry about beams. Fires a 4-shot volley. Fires 2 shots, each dealing 2 ion damage on impact. Fires a 1-shot, 2-shot, or 4-shot burst on ion missiles based on system power. So this wants to go first, which is that one. Then that one. So it's these two that we need to worry about. Oh, a 4-shot volley. It's these 3 that we need to wheel about, and that one is kind of irrelevant. Kinda. So which one's mostly charged? That one. Pop the Fury. Change targets on the old Fury missile to that one. Then hopefully bank that one down. That will be charged by the time that's coming near. And then we don't need, as long as we have shields up, we don't need to worry about any of these that have beams. Good. Fucking look at Weebs. What a trooper. He's going up against a fucking Chaos Knight. He hasn't even taken a peg of damage yet. It's all that sex dungeoning, I'm sure. Good, and now that their shields are down, our siege bombardment cannon, when it hits, which should be fairly regular, will just start pegging systems. With that in mind, we probably do want to try and target their engines to bring down their evasion some more. Because, yeah, that's doing God's work, that one. Oh dear. Von, go and help Weeps. Fantastic. Good kill, Von. You pick up anomalous readings from the enemy ship. Suddenly, protective wards materialize on enemy vessels' systems, shielding them from harm. You hear the sound of the intruder alarms. A pair of war machines have materialized on board your ship. Enemy systems protected. Enemy systems repaired. Borders and bad ones as well. So we've got basically 2 of Mel's sisters coming in. That's heavy, dude. And I've got no way. This is why I like having the teleport psychic, because then you can shoot into rooms that have got borders and teleport them fucking back. Ooh, this could be rough. There they are. Now, Vaughn. Oh God, who died? Oh, it's okay. It's some unnamed dude. It's fine. Right, let's go. Vaughn, get out of there a second. Help out stun. Get out. Good. Go back into hell. Good. And then there's no point us shooting weapon systems, so we might as well, because they're immune to it at the moment, but we can still damage their hull. Depleted. Oh shit. Right, let's just fucking doubly make sure that this doesn't get touched. Derek's over there. Now. Chris, go and help there. Doc, now's your time to shine. Can they manage? Can they manage? No, they've slowed us down. Ah! Back away, Al. Back away. Ow, 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 ow. Good. Go on, Chris, lad, get in there. Sex priest on the slow roll. Let's wait for that to finish. Come on, get that fire out, Doc. We need shields back up as well. Someone also needs to fix the fucking oxygen. That is the random Ashen Priest's job. I guess I'll go and fix the shields. Cool, right, their systems have lost some of their protection. We need to take down their weapon systems. Ow, 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 ow. Good. That's us semi-protected. Oh, and they've... Yeah, of course they did. Of course they did. Ugh, this is looking rough. Oh, they've ionized it. Shit. Hose indeed. Right, that needs to go on their shield systems. Can we knock that down? We might be able to. Oh, we didn't need to because now they're down naturally. I haven't got anything to do. That could come off. That could have come off a long time ago. Right. Let's start banging away at their shields. Got to bring them shields down and then we can cut through to their weapons, but we're being cut through ourselves. Can't even know where I can send Nell in where she probably won't die. Oh, I need my shields back. Chris, get back to your station. This is a lot of shots coming in. Ow, 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 ow. Oh. Right. Who's low on health? Oh, it's you. Yeah, keep repairing. No, oh, fuck. Shit, fuck. Right, go down there instead then. Let's play. That's not been going down yet. We don't need to worry about this. We can unpower that. Fuck me, where are my shields? Somebody get the shields back online. Oh, my weapon, stop it! Right, if I can get that off. Go on, get that stun in there, go. That there. Mel kills that guy. Yep. Zombies to back Mel up. And Technovirus, that's if we can't repair it at least. Now they got their super shields back up and running. Brilliant. Ugh. We need to hit their weapon systems, but we haven't got the firepower to do it. Ow, 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 ow. Oh dear. Get out. I did say foreshadowing, didn't I? You're just gonna have to keep repairing. Oh dear. Shit. GG's, Mel. Right, I need to fucking get back and repair that quickly now. Go and help there. Right, we have got at least one of those for shielding purposes, so that's great. And I need to repair that. Put you on there. Come on, bring those weapons back up online. Get the guns back up online. Hurry. That's the shields down. Anything more coming in? No, just shitloads of ion damage. That's okay. Right. Come on. Where's my storm cannon? Oh, it's going to take ages to come back online as well, though. Need this back up and running. We are very much at death's door. But I will not go quietly into the night. I might have to now. Come on, come on. Why? Why? Stop it, stop it. Yes. Cast that. Good. Fire. This. We can take a barrage from them. As long as they don't hit us with any more of those mine bullet things, we'll be fine. That's our death. Go on, Von. Stun him. Shield. Got the stun. That's a big stun. Hopefully they'll send people in. Hopefully they'll send the rest of their war types in to repair that. We can get the zombies off. Oh yeah, of course you got it off again. Of course you did. Don't auto-fire that. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could do that there. Somebody repair that, get on it. On it, Murph. Do this. Come on, go away, green. Get those zombies off. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Yes, thank you, hull critical. Come on, man. Your ship explodes in a fiery maelstrom. Down we go. Oh well, well done everybody. Sometimes the combinations of things that they can get off. One of the problems that we had is that kinetic lance and the high evasion that they had. Just didn't do it for us. Didn't do it for us. I have no problems with this game on level 12. It's as soon as you guys get named. Maybe we should take it back to Torment level 3. Or put it up to 6 next time. Maybe we do that too. Well done everybody. The carrion engine ended up as was named. Utterly and completely destroyed. And on that bombshell, we shall indeed end it there. This has been another spectacular failure on the fantastic Void War. This one is going to be available on the Steam store, I believe, quite soon in its full version. It's already on there on demo at the moment. If this even remotely interests you, I'd highly recommend downloading the demo so you can see all the plate spinning and juggling that I have to do when I'm trying to play it. Yes, that is another excuse. I have been Silver Tongue Devil. Good night.